Backstab him. Pay that man his backstab.
Stabby.
Yay!
Yay!
Yes. I'm still eating, so I will be on camera shortly.
Thank you.
Spicy goodness.
Yeah, make sure you leave yourself unmuted so we can get that mukbang dollars.
I mean, you know.
Speaking of which, I'm willing to bet money that Shay didn't turn on monetization for this stream, so...
Nope.
Yeah.
Sure didn't. That's on you.
God forbid you go to YouTube. Hit the button.
You're right. I only did everything else. How dare I?
Oh, it was off for Shadow Sentry, too.
I know. Heaven
What do you mean,
forbid,
you
I
know?
do everything else. How is everyone?
You're very good.
Tired.
I feel you, Luke. Tired for different reasons,
Yes.
but I still feel you.
Okay, that's done. And Shadow
Oh, good.
Sentry.
Good job, Seth.
Thank you.
Earned your keep for another day.
I could kick you, but I'm required legally not to.
Sorry, how have you been?
Lovely. Really wishing my credit card company would actually credit me for the $1,000 I just gave them. That would be nice. Yes.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Doing their jobs.
Yes. Yes.
Good
I
luck.
love when you make a payment and they're like, okay, thanks for your payment. And then you're waiting to see it show up. You're waiting to see it show up. And then it does. And then they're like, okay, so now you have this available. And then an hour later, oops, just kidding.
We decided to reverse it and hold it for no reason.
Yes, for 4 days, which is really 5, which is really whenever we decide. So it's a lot of fun.
Woodrow,
It's like, bitches, don't you know my OnlyFans money is scarce? I need my monies.
you need to be on camera for
Where's my money,
OnlyFans,
man? Where's
right?
my money?
These titties don't pay for themselves, you know. I'm not giving them away for free. Shay, that look on your
I'm not gonna say
face.
anything. I had so many like just really mean things run through my head, and I was like, I'm just not going to.
I'm
You
just
know
gonna let
what?
all those roll by.
Just for that, I waited on purpose. I waited until we started the show. So yeah, estrogen's going in.
I'm sorry, guys. One of us can't control our levels, and the other one clearly likes to manipulate them for everyone else's detriment. So I apologize in advance for how
It's
this
for
is gonna
entertainment.
go.
It's gonna be one of those shows. Gotcha.
Yep. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
It's okay.
And yes, Feline, it is a most delicious salad.
I knew that
Nice.
sounded like a salad.
Nice and
Woodrow,
nice
how
and
have you
crunchy cucumbers and cruciferous vegetables and all kinds of great shit. Yeah. It is.
Actually,
I just muted him. How have you been, Woodrow?
I was gonna say actually
Mute it.
the same. I've been enjoying
Fuck
salads
you,
today. So just nice crunchy salads, some spinach, baby kale, arugula I think was in there, right? Power blend.
Arugula.
Is that what it's called?
It's like a vegetable.
Yeah.
Arugula is a good addition to a salad.
Rutabaga.
No, there's no rutabaga. I don't
Not
even
a
think I know
good
what that is.
addition to a salad.
Oh, I thought we were just making up words.
No, we're talking
That sounds
about
made up.
No, I actually use real words.
things that are outside of your 4 main food groups, which is eerily similar to Elf.
Syrup.
Candy cane, candy corns.
Oh God. Is candy corn the punishment part?
No candy cane. All that fucking mint. Oh. Oh.
So enjoy your
They're both
type 2
good.
diabetes.
Yeah. I will. Thank you very much.
And pixie sticks.
Ooh. Ooh.
You say
There's
that
something
right
I
up
never
until
have
you
to
lose a
remember.
foot.
Oh no. Right.
All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Real quick, welcome to Ara, Creators Outlet, Flying Feline, Frog G,
Crooked painter.
The Crooked Painter. Yeah, nice.
My number 2 simp.
Yeah. Do you have a number 1 simp?
Oh. Oh.
I don't simp.
Okay.
I look. I don't simp because I get a lot more out of it than a simp would.
So I'm just a prostitute, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Now figuring this out.
It's about to say, who bought me my last dinner?
And who's gonna pay me back at some point, in some way?
In some I was going to say something.
You, don't worry.
Nope. I was going to say something, but that will definitely get us demonetized. I will just
Yeah,
put
let's
it in
not do
private chat.
Hi, some person. All right.
There we go.
Woodrow, are you ready to do the recap, or do you still need a minute? Because I can understand. Look at that symphony.
I think I give up at this point. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm ready.
That's fair. That's fair. I understand. I don't hold it against you. I hold it against Sai.
Like, I'm already done with you people and your shit.
But you pay me to hold it against me, and I enjoy it. So.
Oh my gosh. Now I just sound like a really disgusting pimp. Like, this is
I just
went
want to
wrong.
add ew.
Thank you for
Right.
putting the PayPal link in the chat for RG. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
We always appreciate
Alright.
that. The PayPal link is really, really nice. We very much enjoy it. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what's up, Johnny? Okay.
So, last time on Dice Dames and Dudes. On their way back to the rebel base, Manos unleashed a demonic force from Bryn's biomatter fracture generator. The demon's mere presence on the ship was enough to heat the interior, turning it into an oven. This vented the atmosphere, protecting her ship, while the party weakened the demon enough for Bryn to banish it back to the infernal realms. Back at base, the party rested before going over the rebels' plans when Kronos got a ping on his trace searching for Manos. The party gathered in Dis's ship and left to Felondir to investigate Manos' presence there. And that's actually where we left off. You guys had rushed and flown under the radar of the blockade around Felondir and gone deep into the slums of the city. You had found his building, which seemed to be like some kind of big club in one of the facilities, or one of the areas. But there's no traffic really or presence. It seems to be like a ghost town. Where would you like to place your ship and investigate the city below?
Is there a map of the surrounding areas at all?
It is a giant city. It's just building next to building, stacked right next to each other. If you want, you can share the map. It's sort of the outside of what the club is. But it's just sort of on a block next to a bunch of other financial buildings and other clubs. But they all seem to be deserted. If you want, you can go and investigate to try and see anything hidden in the area around if you want.
I'd really love to. I'm also looking for a parking garage or a roof that's sturdy or any of those things while I'm investigating.
Yeah, plenty of them around in this city. Are you going to give me a perception check?
Hold on. Oh, I didn't do the last thing. I almost did it.
I'm sorry, I'm sitting here talking muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Now we can hear you.
Okay. So do you want investigation or perception?
Perception.
Okay.
It's if
My
you're, like,
investigation
scoping the
was
area.
27, just to let you know. And
Investigation
perception
is
is
if you're actually down
29.
there. Okay, 29, 27. Investigation is more for if you're actually like going through buildings yourself. Perception is more of just scoping something out from a distance. So depending on what you're doing is what you roll.
Gotcha. I just heard the word investigation first, so that's what I was rolling. So
Okay,
29.
if you're on the so 29. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any real life signs in this area. They all seem to be on the other side of the planet. From what you can tell, there's a huge bio sign, like gathering on the other side of the planet. But in this area, all you really get is a few what seem to be like NPC signatures in the club. What's odd is you can see two people at the front door, sort of standing there in suits, but they don't register as signs of life or biosigns or anything. They don't
So
register at all.
probably robots.
And then when you're looking through the readings, as you're kind of scanning the area with your ship, when you went to the edge of the sort of the video game world, when you investigated the what are they called? The Nyogi aliens, that weird thing that was growing out of the wall that burst,
Yeah.
where you found the pirate ship. There's similar readings to that. There was this sort of strange interference or like wall there where you couldn't go past. Things start to like vibrate, and it just basically becomes a force that jumps you to the other side. Here it's a little different. You don't know where you would go. It just seems that there's a break in the code, and then you can see it's just surrounded by the Manos code. It seems to be this is like a hub that he has built and manipulated here once you start actually like investigating and looking into things.
Just out of curiosity, that ball of life sign on the other side of the planet, are those still individual life sign readings, or is it just like one huge thing?
It's a big gathering. Yeah, it's a gathering.
Okay, a big gathering of individuals as opposed to like 3 billion people have melted together and are waiting for you on the other side of the planet.
As you were
Hey
coming
guys,
in
I'll be
from
right
what you
back.
could tell.
My computer's having issues. I gotta restart.
No.
But yeah, from what you could tell, it seemed to be a gathering. People seem to be moving into an area. You don't necessarily know what's going on there, but they seem to be individuals from what you can tell.
Is there anything on the World Wide Web?
So most
Or
of the stuff
news?
on there is linked towards stuff that has to deal with the game, like what the game story is and stuff. And the big event that's happening is the memorial of the destruction of Ryzen. The moon is being moved into position soon. So there is that. Like a few
But
weeks
nothing
it
on-
should be.
So that's probably where everybody is.
Well, everyone's off on the other side of the planet just fucking chilling. And I'm trying to see if like did a new pottery barn open, or Manos is holding his big Hitler speech, or
Well,
Doesn't have to seem to do with Manos. It has to do with the game. It's just the game
Yeah.
running its course.
I mean, they're doing the memorial for the moon, so that's probably
All
where
right.
everybody is. They're putting the moon into place.
is
That's probably gonna fuck with gravity, is it not?
Yes.
Like,
I gotta get rid of our overlay.
Yeah, it's gonna
Is,
fuck with it's gonna fuck with a lot of things.
how much time do we have before all that takes place?
Couple weeks.
Okay, all right.
The universe will be dead by then. It's fine.
Yeah, hopefully we will have vacated this universe.
Yeah,
by
you
then.
guys had gotten news, but I think it was 5 days, like from this point in the past, that a lot of the resources that the elves had were all going back to their home world for something, and it seems like this is what that something is for.
I agree, Prog-G.
Yes,
It does happen.
they got a new sandwich and a new sauce. Let's see.
So I kind of knew this going in, but once I got here, I really realized that this place is just kind of stagnant. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, in a little tiny area of it, and the closest Chick-fil-A is 146 miles from me.
Holy shit!
Jesus.
Yeah. I can go to Idaho, or I can go to Seattle, or yeah. Exactly. So it's Popeyes and Panda Express for me.
I'll just get some Chick-fil-A. I'll get a vacuum seal. I'll freeze it. Some dry ice.
I made the drive once.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and while I was there, I right next door to the Chick-fil-A, well, a block away, but same thing, was a Krispy Kreme, which this town also does not have. So I loaded up on Chick-fil-A and Krispy Kreme before coming back.
Fuck yeah, 2 in 1. That's funny.
Let's
That's
see.
like me going to the Grand Canyon, dude, just for a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake! Wow. Yeah, no, I'd rather just make a chicken sandwich then. You know.
No, they're hard because you need peanut oil, and you have to pressure cook it in peanut oil, and the batter's unique, and it's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Kevlar. What's up, Matt? Good to see you, man. Throw a chicken breast in some buttermilk and toss it in some flour. Fry it up the next day. It's delicious. I have seen some of the fried chicken that this dude has done on Twitter. So.
Hey Matt, funny story.
Give it a whirl.
Back when I used to Star Trek cosplay in my late teens, Kevlar was my Klingon name.
No shit.
No shit.
Wow.
Kevlar.
Yep.
Dude, my voice is so
It's,
fucked today.
it's from
it had
his
to
book.
be today.
So I think, in absence of hearing anything about a parking garage or anything
They
like
said
that,
they're all over.
how big is
I
this
said
building?
they're all over the city. It's huge. It's a huge building. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
I mean, like
70.
200 stories, 10 stories.
No, it's 1 story. It's just a nice, wide roofed, like tall roofed club.
Oh, when you
Does it
said
have a
big
skylight?
building. We're
No, I'm
close.
serious. Does it have a skylight?
No, it's got a closed roof.
Okay. I mean, you want to just land on the roof? Go the direct approach?
Man,
You know, we don't have a, what is it? That thing with the God. What's that time traveling DC team, the Guardians or whatever? Yeah, we don't have one of those things that they have that make their ship weigh as much as a fucking bicycle.
No.
So I'm not
No, we
trusting
don't.
this roof.
but there's tons of ports and bays where you can park a ship, and I literally said there's no one in the city, so they're all vacant.
Yeah.
So they're everywhere.
There we go.
I don't know why parking is such a big deal. Every single time.
I'm gonna have it hover over the building, but not close
Like
enough
last
to where
time?
the not close enough to where the wind's gonna like be noticeable.
Oh man, I can't wait to just fucking blue lightning your ship one of these days. Just swat
Look.
that shit out of the air with the power of God.
All right, Nick.
And God smote thee for being a pain in the ass.
Just for that, I'm gonna get a little deployable fucking lightning rod and attach
You already
it to
have
whatever
one.
building we're in.
That's funny.
You have the extendable pole and you have the static armor.
Yeah, but I'm gonna channel it directly into whatever NPCs are around us at the time, and yeah, it's gonna be
Which
fun.
are the only in the club below you. If you
Okay,
parked on the roof or hovering above the roof.
hovering above casually.
Just like when you take a shit at a public stall, you know, just that.
Yeah, hover above.
above.
No touching. I take out the tissue paper ring before we get too close to the roof.
Just lay it down. Yeah.
Yep.
Get the roll and
I'm really
take
glad
care
I
of the
came
extra
back for
corners.
this.
Yeah. Aren't you glad you're here? Me too.
So happy.
Yep. Okay, so we're hovering above this club. I'm sure they have no idea that this giant ship is above their building.
No, we're cloaked.
Okay.
This isn't like Star Trek 4 where we're parking in a park and it fucking pushes the land down. It's so fucking heavy. That's why we're hovering.
You're only looking for someone who has their code laced inside you and knows where you are at all times. Why would they know you're here? That's weird. Makes no sense.
Okay, I've changed my mind. I cut the engines while we're 20 feet above the roof. That way we can just fucking come through the roof.
Crush everyone.
So,
I mean, fuck it.
you cut the engines. I need you to make me a collision check. Roll me. Your ship is huge. The building's bigger. No, it's gargantuan. So that is, I think, 20d10.
I have the shields up.
I know, but this is a
collision.
What we're doing. Christ.
Well, where do you have the shields up? But you say you just dropped the ship on the building, right?
It's apparently going to be that kind of night.
That has been constructed and reinforced by the Manos code, as I described. So, yeah, this should be good. I just asked you to do it because you should have a generator, like a dice roller, open on your sheet already. You can use.
I was lagging. I said, fine, look, if the building is more reinforced than our ship, then I'm not going to do it. I thought starships in this
It's the
universe.
Manos code. It's literally beyond reality of this universe. That's why. So,
God damn it. We need some of that. Does that show on sensors?
Yes, it's like when I described it, I said it looks like Manos constructed this for. It's like out of his code. Do you listen to anything I say?
No, I don't.
No, apparently not.
Just
Jesus
wait for the
fucking Christ!
Next crazy shit I can do.
You know,
I know.
There was a D&D meme that I was going to use tonight, and I didn't, and I probably should have.
All right, fine, we land. Gently. Like a sparrow. On the roof!
Of this exact
Yes.
building.
This exact building.
Okay.
He knows where we are at all times. You think we're going to sneak up?
I mean, there really isn't the option now, so.
No, there isn't. I land.
You land.
Oh, boy.
I'm glad that I was gone and restarted my computer for what felt like 20 minutes and literally nothing happened.
Yeah. We
nothing
waited.
happened.
You waited.
We had a conversation about how far away Chick-fil-A is.
For me, yes. We waited for...
Okay.
God forbid. All right.
I need you to let go of the fact that you don't have a Chick-fil-A by you.
I'm leaving this shit.
Every
feel like
time
it's-
you end up where you are, that is the only thing you focus on is the fucking Chick-fil-A.
Well, we
It's
found
so
the
far away.
priority. I just need to
I
put a
love the-
Chick-fil-A as the main villain, and then pay attention to everything.
Look, I've had Popeyes for my last 4 meals, okay?
God. You know what I had for dinner? I had 3 scrambled eggs, a fistful of bacon, and a big-ass salad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the only thing I ate today.
Follow me in like 90 seconds, guys. Let me scout.
Okay.
Okay. So, you step off your ship, out the bay doors, onto the roof of this club. You can actually hear the music pulsing underneath you. Just a doof, 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 doof. Which is weird because if you look around, there's just a ghost city of skyscrapers kind of surrounding you. You're just like this little bead in a sea of steel. What you do see is there's these ads, screens on kind of all the buildings that are still playing random, look like fake ads, something out of like almost like a GTA. When they sort of all flicker, and you can see what looks like Steve on all the screens, kind of like looking at you, and he like throws back some of his hair out of his face, and you can see he's like, it's like slicked back. He's got like a nice white little dress suit on. No tie or anything, just like a normal white tee underneath with like a coat, shirt, or a jacket over top. And he looks down at you and he's like, "Oh, so You wanted to come hunt me down now, huh? Well, you are more than welcome to come have a look around. And then the screens sort of flicker. Go ahead and give me a perception check. I know you have a 26, but with your eye, you might notice something.
I was rolling. Let's see. 16 plus. You said perception. 32.
32. Nice. So you get a flicker of a form you've seen before. It looks like the same Kirby, but he's got like cuts and pieces of his skin flayed open and pulled back and like attached to pieces of metal, almost in some like Cinnabite kind of.
Did you? You Hellraisered him. Ew.
Well, Manos did. I didn't. Manos Prime did. I didn't do any of this.
Manos Prime is a bastard.
No, but you get a flicker of that, and you kind of are brought back to that moment when he seemingly appeared out of nowhere or the ethereal realm and started to attack you guys in the rebel base when he froze everyone. But yeah, you get a little glimpse of
so
that.
it's the that one. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, not the one we
Manos
killed.
Prime.
The other one.
Yeah. This is yeah. This is the one that I tried to keep a hold of, and he slipped through my grasp. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, he mentioned something about trying to get your Kirby or your Steve, which he called Kirby.
Just to be clear, we left Steve at the base, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
But
good.
Manos hasn't just grabbed him, which you're assuming he has the power to do. So there's got to be some reason that he's not doing it.
I wonder if it has something to do with us being near Steve. Some part of our Manos code or whatever that is preventing him from just teleporting in, because he didn't show up
he
until
did
we
at
were
the
there
base.
last time.
Oh, you mean helping him teleport in?
I don't know.
Dis.
It's the only connection I can think of off the top of my head.
With the 32, as the video screen cuts off, you see that little glimpse. You can hear beyond through the pulsing of the music of the club. You can hear that same voice kind of yelling. You go, "You're almost on him. Just fucking get him already." You won't like your reception when you get home.
I'm going to look around me with every sense I got, including my true sense. True sight.
Okay. So when you
All of it.
open up your true sight, you don't see much like hiding around you, but you can see the Manos code of this building. It's basically like the Matrix. You can see around. You can sort of like you had before. You see the game code, which looked like the sort of like green matrix letters before. You can see the code moving. But then this place, there's sort of like this, similar to the color and the pulsing of Bryn's biomatter fracture generator. It sort of pulses with that green argent energy that turns red, and sort of like back and forth. You can see that something about this place, and you think back to when you were in the because you said every time you try to travel through the plains and you use the ship's slipstreaming, you try to reach out and connect. There's a similar pulse to that tangibility of real that you felt when you're sort of traversing in your ship and meditating in that state, and the way that this code makes you feel when you're looking at it and being this close to it, because you're essentially touching it by standing on the building.
Touch.
It seems to have a beat of reality, of realness to it that you don't feel very often. You've only felt it a couple times.
It's more real than us. Maybe not Kronos and Steve, but it's more real than us.
Is it? Well, I'm not the one sensing this, so anyway.
You got your goggles?
I'm not going to metagame.
You let's say you are the one running the trace. What you would get from that information is that, so this Manos code, similar to when you got the readings when things were jumping in and out, there's some synergy with that type of code, but it seems to be stable. Trying to find the right word.
Okay. Are you talking to me? Or are you still talking to Dis?
Yeah. No, when you're running your traces, that's how you see it. What I told the Dis is how they feel it, because you guys are coming from, you're actually from reality. Dis has never actually experienced what it is to be real, so there's two different feelings.
What did you say? More complete Manos code, or?
No, so similar to when you sensed the Manos code when it would jump, right? Like you got the other quote unquote players that were jumping from this realm to another realm. It's got synergies to that code, but it's more stable. And it, like I said before, there's no destination that you can glean from it.
Okay.
It's very ethereal, intangible. Where the code, like the location that it's leading to.
Kronos, can you hack if there are security cameras in this building, or is that gonna not work out since this is Manos' place?
So that second, yeah. As soon as you try Kronos, it's similar to before. You can observe the game code and the Manos code and stuff, but you can't manipulate it. So you couldn't get into this building to look inside through that.
Well,
through
there you
those
go.
means.
Looks like we're gonna have to do this old school.
Is there a door on the roof or like a hatch or anything like that?
No, but you can make one.
So many
You have
grenades.
tons of
so little
grenades.
time.
Yeah, so you have all of the things you need to do that. You have a death ray. You could just make a hole if you wanted to.
I mean, I'd have to take off, and who has time for that?
No, but there's no outside hatch that leads to the interior. There's stairwells, or like not a stairwell, but a ladder that leads along the outside of the building that goes down to. If you look, there's actually two side entrances that you'd notice. They have little stairwells that lead up to them, so there's not just one way in, but there's no roof access.
And there's no one coming in and out of the building in the front. Is that correct? You said it was deserted
No.
except for the two NPCs.
Yeah, when you scanned and looked from the ship, you just saw the two guys in suits outside, and they basically look like unassuming people, humans in black suits with black glasses, little earpiece in their ear.
All right. I'm going to assume that we can't tell shit about what's in this building. I'm talking to Kronos and Bryn. I'm going to assume we can't trust anything about what our sensors are telling us about what's in this building.
Well, all I know is that it's similar to the other jumpers that I picked up, and the only difference is there's no destination. So I'm wondering if this place is an anchor for Manos. So I'm guessing it's a stronghold. So yeah, no way of getting in except for getting in.
Okay, with my 35 stealth, I'm going to drop down in front of the front door.
Okay. You drop down, 35 stealth, and you said right in front of the front door, so you drop down right here on the steps, essentially from the roof.
I'm going to sneak as close to the front door as I can get.
Okay, so
And
you
then-
get down from
Go
down
ahead.
from the roof. You start walking up the stairwells. As you walk past the agents, one of them just puts their fingers up to their ear, goes down, but they don't seem to be looking at you.
Is there anything I can hear?
Yes. You hear the pulsing music. You can see people dancing inside. And you can see that there is sort of like this... There's neon lights everywhere, but at the back there's this huge view screen with all these different like holograms on there. Similar to what you guys found in that other semi-bar where the person was in the chair and you saw them... What looked like drone footage almost of them traversing up like some other landscape. You see a bunch of those. One of them's bigger than the other ones, and this Kirby figure is kind of like focused on that one. And give me a perception check and see what exact details you can make from the front door. And are you staying at the front door, or are you moving in as you do this?
So, my
They don't
understanding
stop
was
you.
that the front door was closed. I wasn't actually going to move the front door. I was going to bamf right on the other side of the front door so that I didn't blow my stealth by touching the door. But
Gotcha, yeah. And you can see through the door. There's two sort of glass planes in the middle one. You can kind of see the back.
I'm sorry, you said I'm rolling perception?
Yeah.
13 plus 16, so that's 29. And my true sight is still on.
Okay. So, as you're kind of like looking through all these, you just essentially see code where these NPCs are dancing. You can see the green code that was around, like that you saw around the other buildings, but these agents have that sort of deep green red coding, so you can tell that there's a difference. But when you see Kirby looking at that view screen, he looks to you like the flayed Cinnabite version of him, wearing this like bloody, nice little white jacket with his white pants and white tee, trying to be cool, like pulling his hair back as he does that, like a little piece of skin sticks to his hand. Yeah, and he goes like, "Right there, you've almost got him. It seems like I have to leave you to your business, though." And kind of like flicks the bloody wet hair out of his face and turns around and starts walking. And as he walks, these and dancing NPCs sort of part, and he starts walking down this way towards in your direction.
What did you say was on the main screen that he seemed to be directing?
And yeah, so you made a perception check. What you see on there as he's walking away, it looks like there's some kind of skinny frame running away from the camera angle that's closing in on it, and it's sort of darting, chasing this figure through some kind of building. And you can hear that Manos Prime is very frustrated with this chase.
Does the image on the screen seem like this universe? And that is the architecture, the decor, the lighting, things like that, consistent with what we've seen here, or does it look like someplace else entirely?
Yeah, with over a 30 on your check, it looks like somewhere else entirely.
So he's reaching through the multiverse. Gotcha.
Yep. Yeah, you actually see almost like there's a moment when it breaks away where the you see the figure sort of leap from this building that it's been moving through, and you get a view of the area, and it's like nice beaches, crystal water. There seems to be canals going through this city, like almost like cobble streets at some places, like nice stone streets. But yeah, it looks like a place you've never seen before, other than maybe in some of Kirby's movies or something.
I'm relaying everything I see in here to
Oh, okay.
the telepathic war network.
Kronos, that looks like Italy.
I was going to say Venice, but I don't know what Venice is, so I kept my mouth shut.
Huh. It looks like... Was this place pulled in from the real world?
The club or the image?
The club.
It looks like it belongs in this part of the game.
Okay.
Like the architecture, it's got elven, like cyberpunk architecture, so it fits. It just seems like it's been reinforced.
All right. Then the image itself is, yeah, that's
me-
from reality.
Give me an intelligence check, Kronos. Now that you're starting to put a few pieces together, you're asking the right questions.
12. 11 plus
12.
1. Yep.
Okay. A little more digging.
Yep. Yep.
It happens.
Yeah. You know, little brain fart. That's all. There's a place in my world that looks similar to that. Never been there, but I remember what it looks like. Manos is actually still walking towards you.
Yeah, he's like slowly walking down at, and basically just relayed that information right as he kind of started walking away or whatever. So this is all happening in a moment, and he's walking down, boop, boop, boop. And these NPCs are still dancing. They just sort of step out of the way.
So, how's the lighting where I'm standing?
Pretty good. It's like think of it the John Wick Club Red Circle, or I don't know if you've seen the fourth one, but the German club. It's sort of neon backlighting everywhere, so it kind of would be easy to like hide your perspective from people if you had to. Maybe you think.
I want to shift closer to whatever darkest shadow I can find, and then just wait there. I'll say apparently wait there, because what I actually want to do is summon my shadow exactly over the top of me, and then I will move, and my shadow will still be apparent to
Gotcha.
Manos.
Gotcha. And is there anywhere else you wanted to move, or is it like did you want to like specifically go anywhere else, like 30 feet away, or because there's like some stairwells here, kind of you can duck into. There's.
See,
I don't want to put you somewhere.
No, I get you. Leave us overlapped with a tracking device on me. I have to imagine that if I move significantly in one direction or the other, he's going to know that what he's looking at least the outer layer of it, isn't me. So I want to save that surprise until the last moment.
Gotcha. Okay. So there's that. Bryn and Kronos, are you guys staying up on the roof, or are you taking the ladder down, coming to any of these side exits?
We've got there are side entrances. I think probably a good idea to come in the side entrance.
I'll just follow behind wherever Kronos goes until there's a need for us to divide and conquer.
Okay. Would you like to go, Kronos, then, since she's following your lead? Would you like to go on the upper part, or the part that's closer to Diz, technically? Like, there's one right here, and there's one kind of across, but up a little more, so it's further away.
No, we'll go to the closest one.
Okay. And you guys are basically right up on the door, and it does not seem to be locked. It doesn't seem that Manos fears anything. Everything seems to be open.
Not surprising.
He's such a dick.
Yeah, well, arrogance and hubris, kind of go hand in hand. All right, so you said I want to do a. Well, I guess he's couldn't get into his security system, so there's no point in trying to check to see if the door is bugged. So.
Oh, so you can't manipulate and like get into, but you can look if you're right there. You can investigate, especially with your goggles.
Okay, then yeah, I want to see if the door is rigged to alarm.
Give me an investigation check.
All right. Got a much better plus on this one, so and advantage.
Woodrow, did you see my last two in
I'll
chat?
take the nat 20 on the second. So.
Oh, good
20,
roll.
20 plus 11, so 31.
Heard. 31. Okay, so that is perfect. What you notice is it doesn't seem to have an alarm typical to the way it would is like a spell in this world would be an alarm, or like the tech. It seems to be with the code. It just, you think anything that passes through the threshold, Manos is going to be aware of. And with that, with your sight to the ethereal realm, go ahead and give me another intelligence check, but instead this time you can also use Arcana if you have any pluses to that's higher than just your intelligence.
Oh yeah, Arcana is a +3. Alright, so... Alright, that's a much better roll. 16 plus 3, 19 on that.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. So ever since you jumped into the game, when Gizmo basically made that little vacation spot for you, with the video game world, using the seed to your ship, right? That was what powered it. It's basically a conversion of matter back to energy and vice versa without destroying any of that data. So you come back as exactly what you are with your exact memories and all of that. With this, you've been trying to wonder how that works, because from your reality, it shouldn't. It should break to everyone's minds, even in physics. But something you remember learning about the different planes of existence and the power of belief and thought is that there is a realm, the astral realm, that's close to the ethereal, because the ethereal touches everything, where if you think about something and put enough will or force behind it, thought, belief, it is tangible in that space, therefore kind of real. What you think the code is doing, the Manos code specifically, when I say it's stitching it to reality, it's breaking through to reality by stitching itself to the astral imprint of what this game was. When the creator who made this game thought it up and envisioned it, it made it partially real in the astral. Manos is essentially stitching the code using the alien tech that Kirby, right, the Manos code that he made. It's stitching it to the astral, which is going to allow it to then punch itself into the material. That's sort of what he's doing. And when you're doing this and looking at this code and thinking, you're like, oh, this place is an anchor just like Kirby's trying to anchor the fucking Rebel base.
Look, what did I write down right there when we were talking earlier? Uh-huh. Hell yes. Awesome. Okay. All right, so he's trying to do the same thing we're trying to do.
Just dimension door my entire stock of torpedoes right into this closet.
As you are looking at that and all that's clicking, you can see Kirby sort of continues to move forward, and you can see through the door because you have the with those glasses, they let you see through material, so you can kind of see into that space through the door, and you see him walk by, continue to go down. And Dis, if you're just chilling and staying in your spot, you can. You guys can basically, as I move, just let me know what you want to do if there's anything you want to do to interrupt. But
I mean,
Manos Primus,
if we cross this threshold, no matter what, like not just open the door, but if we go over this threshold, he's going to know that we're in there. But
you have a pretty safe assumption that he kind of can guess where you are in reality because of the Manos code in you. But you're certain that if you're in this anchor, he'll know where you are. It'll essentially be like it's kind of like the Mind Flayers. They have this ability. If you have a intelligence score, I think of over 4, they just know where you are if you're within a mile of them, or the brain, the elder brain. So it's similar to that, where they can pinpoint know you're there. Yeah. So stealth and visibility doesn't matter.
I relay this to Dis, since I can see what they're doing. You know that your plan's probably not going to work. You're within his sphere of influence, essentially. He's going to know exactly where you are.
Heard. And I'm guessing that's the Channel Divinity is the vulnerability one. So I will keep that in mind.
It is.
Okay. Kronos, as he's walking, you relay that information to Dis. Kirby, Manos Prime is still walking, and he will walk up to the shadow and address the shadow with his back to Dis. And he will start to say, it's fine to feel the way you two do. And when he says you two, you're not exactly sure what he's talking about. But he continues, spoiled children often rebel against their creator. But who knows? The only reason you traversed from imagination of thought to reality was my spark in the first place. And then, so he sort of sits there and then smirks.
Uh-oh.
And, soon, the
Kamikaze!
There it is. Okay. I was like, do you want me to continue the monologue? Are you going to let someone monologue? I'll do it. I was just expecting the dagger. So I need a
No, I'm just so lagged. I typed it in chat.
Oh.
Okay, are you ready to go bail Dis's ass out of trouble?
Yeah. What else are we going to do?
How far am I from them?
Technically, right now, the way it is you are within like a 5-foot step because you were kind of like right here. so you were 10 feet, quote unquote 10 feet away, you could take a 5-foot step and be adjacent without like breaking your stealth or anything like
No,
that.
I meant Bryn and Kronos. How far
my
from
bad.
them am I?
My bad. I misunderstood. So 10, 20.
I guess it's fine. Is it over 90?
It is. It hits 85, I think. 85 or 90. So you're like to Kronos. Bryn is out of reach.
Okay, once these attacks go off, I'm gonna bamf to them so that we're outside of his fucking domain.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I need
Good.
initiatives.
Oh my god.
Don't forget you have advantage on initiative.
I
oh my god, that was
know.
sucky.
24.
26.
9.
24. 9.
That was.
You don't
with
even have a
advantage.
plus on it?
No, that was the plus. I rolled a 5 and then a 4.
Ooh, 18.
So I got a 9
17.
and then an 8.
So that's a 21. He's 20.
Scissor kick him.
Ninja kick the
Right.
damn rabbit.
Prime and agents. Yeah,
Take it
so
easy,
go ahead and
Frog
give
G.
me your
Frog G.
roll.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 20.
Nice.
34 to hit.
So a nat 20 is going to give you a crit, which doubles, which you weren't going to get assassinate, but you still kind of got it just by the roll, so that's good. And he's vulnerable. So let's see if you one-shot the this Manos Prime.
Dude, you one-shot the big
It's possible.
All right.
And then you guys
so
can explore this whole place on your own.
14d6 plus 2d8 plus 2 more d6 plus. Okay, I'm just gonna start rolling.
Remember, when you do the crit, you don't double the modifier, but then that
Right.
total gets doubled by the vulnerability. Okay.
Right. Plus 2d6 plus. You saw my message in chat about poison, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, good.
But you don't have to roll that because he's immune to poison. So.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Sorry.
Ah, well, you didn't know.
When you're a construct of code,
I
you
was-
don't
I was
really-
trying to
you're not
make this-
affected
The fucking biggest
Psychic
roll
or-
humanly possible ever.
by- I'm very aware.
Plus 2d8. $57 plus 9 is 66. Doubled is 132. For my first attack.
Okay. And as you do that, your first attack. What are you attacking with?
Rapier.
Rapier. And none of it's psychic damage, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. As you do
Not unless
that,
I had Psychic Slash, which I didn't.
Okay. As you do that, you stab with the rapier and you do your signature extend into a whip and sort of like lash. And as you do that, there isn't even a wince from Manos Prime. And you said it was 100 and what?
132.
132. Let me divide that by 2 real quick.
66.
66, okay. Thank you. I've got other things going through my head. So 66. And that is your first attack. Go ahead and give your second one from your shadow. And you can get a third with your offhand as well, because you haven't used your bonus to do anything. Unless you want to save that for bamfing, but I think you could use movement for that, so I don't know. Ooh.
The only way I can use movement for that is if I use the 500 foot instead of the 90 foot, and I'd rather save
Gotcha. Gotcha. So one more attack then.
that. 16 plus 15, 31 to hit.
31 does hit.
I'm sorry, I was getting confused where my damage number was. Let me see.
You're good.
This is tiny. I mean, it's no 66 points, but 11.
So that becomes 6. So 72. And as he sort of turns to look at you, and your shadow stabs him in the back with another rapier, a shadow rapier, you can see in his eyes there is a bloodshot to them that you have only seen a couple times on Bryn when she's really pushing at the end of a rage. But yeah, this is... And his eyes were like this when you saw him before. So yeah, just something seems off with him. But that is your 2 attacks, and you have your movement and your bonus.
Bamf.
Oof, okay, so Bamf. Here. Poof. Alright. And we'll say shadow. Oh, you move 90 feet away or
And
whatever,
at the...
so, yeah. It's just gonna...
Yeah, you can dismiss him, and I can bring him back later. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. And then...
Or he can run around. I don't really care. But the point is that right at the end of my turn, I say, "Okay, I really pissed him off. He should be out soon."
Okay. I don't know if that's going to give us much of an advantage, but we'll work with what we got. I mean, at least he won't be able to tell exactly where we are.
I mean, would you want to fight him in his stronghold?
No,
I mean,
probably
no,
not a
I'm
good
just-
idea.
I'm just, you know.
It is your turn, Kronos.
Do I see anybody coming to our location looking through the door like I did before?
In this second, you just see all the agents in the building turn and look at the door you guys are at. Just essentially, it looks like they're looking at you, but they're looking at the door.
All right. Then let's go ahead. Shit, we wanted to look around this place. Can I, yeah, let's do the disintegration grenade.
Mm-hmm.
Does it only work on organic objects or combatants, or is it going to destroy like tech and stuff in there as well?
No, it works on everything. That's why they're illegal. They're a big no-no grenade.
Yeah, I see that.
Bad touch.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I will go ahead and I'll toss in I'll pull open the door and I'll just throw in a sonic screamer.
And that's thunder damage, right?
Yeah, DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
Where are you trying to place it? And I believe it is. Is it a 20 radius?
Let's see, 60 feet away. 40-foot radius.
40-foot radius.
Yeah. Each creature within 40 feet of a sonic screamer must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
It's gonna be 40, so.
All right, and I can throw it up to about 60 feet away.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need a acrobatics check essentially to try and throw it where you want it.
Where is 60
Manos?
feet? Yeah. If I
So
can
60
lob
feet?
it that way.
You can step in, move, and try and lob it in this general vicinity.
Okay.
So go
Yeah,
ahead and give me an
like,
acrobatics check.
All right.
Or athletics.
I
You
can
could do
do
either one. Yeah, either one.
I'll take the athletics. I've got a much higher plus in the athletics. So.
Don't roll low.
18 plus 14. So what,
Yeah.
32?
Yeah, it goes exactly where you
It
want
lands
it
at
to
your
go,
feet.
So. Yeah, but ding.
That's exactly
It hits
what
the
I
wall
don't
right
want.
here and bounces back. Like a bad COD fucking game.
Well, like Free Guy when he's trying to level up and he throws that fucking grenade back at the guys and it just bounces off the truck driving by and lands right in his hand again.
That was a fun movie. So yeah, that's where I toss it. Since they're already looking right at us, no reason not to pull the door open and lob it in there.
So go ahead and give me what I need to check against for that, because you have the stats right there.
Sonic Screamer,
17 con.
DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
All right, and these guys got... I'll do the agents first. So go ahead and roll me the damage, just so I know what I'm saving against. While you're doing that, I will make some checks. So we're going to hit about...
Shit.
Yeah.
Why won't
okay,
the thing
so
stay popped
3.
open while I try to use the dice? 8.
Shay, I responded, by the way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7 and a 4.
Roll!
17.
Be good to me, dice.
Okay.
33.
A 7 and a 4 and a 7. What the hell? That was the same thing. What did you get? What? Sorry, was your
33 total.
33 total? Heard.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 resisted. 33 total.
And it's thunder damage.
That's time. 16. Boom, boom, boom. As that goes off, the sonic screams deafen and pierce the thudding of the bass in the club for a moment, and then as the grenade winds out, there's almost a moment where it like matches the music, and then the sonic scream fades away as the music begins to pulse again, and the agents definitely seem affected as you can see like the code sort of start to lift up off of them for a moment as like the scream hits them, and sort of like it almost like washes a bit of code off them in that moment, but they don't react as if like they heard a loud sound. It just sort of like damaged them.
I like my flavor. There you go.
Is it salty? Let's see. Imagine Dragons.
I would.
Let's see.
Well, if they weren't pissed off before, they're definitely going to be pissed off now.
And that was just a essentially just your action to lob this. So
Yeah.
you still have bonus and movement if you want to pop a spell or get in a better position, anything like that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see, actions, bonus action. Yeah, let's go ahead and I'll pop my Spirit Shroud.
All right, you have popped your spirit shroud.
Now, you guys
Manos
want to go take this up to the roof so we have a little more room? Because I think I'm going to climb up this ladder. That's my movement.
And your movement's 40, so with the ladder you can get up onto the roof easily enough if you want it. That's where you want it to be positioned. So Kronos is on the roof. Wow. And then when it goes to Manos' turn, you hear him shout, "Good, take him to the detention. I'll deal with the visitors soon enough." And then he begins to address you guys again, as he says, "Soon the entirety of creation will know my spark," as the agents all start moving towards you. He said, "All I need is to bypass the seed and wrench your Steve from this world and make him mine." And then let's see.
Ew.
No homo.
Right here. So
Are you sure about that?
No.
at the door. The door opens. Oh, this guy's gonna be here. This guy over here. He's going over this way. Boop. And then you see where Manos is. He sort of puts his arms out, and there's like a shield that kind of summons on one of his arms. And you've seen these weapons before. He had them last time, and he sort of sends it up into the air and it begins to swirl around him. And he summons a halberd to his hands. And he is going to move up. Dis, I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
I. Dirty 21. Obviously.
Dirty 21. Good. So you take 4 cold damage, but you don't feel the frigid embrace take hold. Seems like the Manos code is acting up again. And they can't move through hostile terrain, so only one can get a hit on when that door opens, and only one can get his shot. So 3 fists as this agent kicks open the door. He spins with another kick coming at your chest, which misses, sort of just a little short. You kind of just bat it away. And then he comes in with 2 strong fists. 23 for the first one.
Don't say it like that.
You don't want to get strongly fisted? What's wrong with that? I don't understand. I don't get it.
You said 23?
Hobble.
Does a 23 hit you?
It would have.
Okay. So one.
It doesn't, but it would have.
You're using shield or reaction? I mean, shield or like dodging?
Let's go with shield.
Shield? Okay, so that brings it up to a 26 AC. So the third hit is going to miss as the shield, it just sort of like the 2 strong fists beat up against your shield. So they don't penetrate. And then the
exit only.
The other agent down here is going to use his cover to take his 3 attacks with his SBPR, his short-barreled pulse rifle. Let's see. Bryn.
I don't suppose I could muscle one of these guys into a body shield, could I?
You might be able to. You never know. Just see how good your athletics is. Bryn, that is a 23 and a 26. Now, the other one's going to miss. But that is 28 radiant damage. And then 3 more shots coming at you, Dis, with your 26 AC. 2. Oh, wow. Okay. Come on. 14 plus 11 is 25, so that actually misses. So yeah, the one who hits you doesn't break the shield, and you against the shield you see just a blast of radiant pulse rifle fire hit it, and then you can see next to you Bryn gets shot up pretty bad, like center mass with a pulse rifle from around the corner. That is all of their movement and doing there. These people holding for any movement for that, and then it is Bryn, your turn.
Yay. Okay. So are they're like in swiping range, right?
The ones up in front of Dis are, you can essentially switch spots with Dis and take the fighting position if you want, and if Dis is willing. Whoa.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Good.
Otherwise, you're both stacked in a doorway, and it's not going to be very good. But yeah, they're right there in front. The one that tried to fist your girl is right there.
Yeah, I don't like that person. So, I punch my rage, and then get Axie fired up and start swiping.
Let's fucking go. Okay, so they're armored.
Oh, you bitch. It was almost the nat 20 and then it rolled to the 2, so it was a 14.
Yeah, a 14. You can attack reckless though to get advantage on your attacks if you wish.
Oh yeah, let's do that because I mean, you just tried to fist my girl. I'd be pretty.
I'm losing my voice and I haven't even.
And now I get a nat 20.
Nice. There we go.
So now it's a 32.
So it's gonna be what? 2d12. Wait, is your yeah, okay.
2d12 plus 7 plus 2d8.
And then is that plus 7 with your rage damage?
No.
So that's a 10 then, I think, or maybe even 11. I gotta look to see how much you get from your rage at this level.
Oh yeah, I forgot we leveled up.
Yeah, it might be 4 damage now instead of 3. Whoa.
Where did I see it? Oh no. Yeah, 4. Woo!
Oh, nice. So plus 11. So 2d12 plus 11 plus your 4d8 fire.
2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever this is, plus 11.
Yep. And then because of brutal critical, you'll get some added to that once you roll that.
So 24 plus 11, so 35.
35. Now look at your brutal critical ability and see how many d12 you add. I think it might be 2. It might only be 1. But I got your 35 right here.
Where is...
That didn't sound right.
You can roll
It'll
2
be
additional weapon damage dice when determining the extra damage for a critical hit. So,
yeah, so
2
that's
more
not,
d12.
Yep. I want 24. Let's go 24. Max.
Oh, boo. 7.
7.
Real shit
Still,
rolls.
that is still 42 damage to one of the untouched agents. So, and I'm going to put an F for the one who fisted, so I know specifically which one that one is. And then you have your second attack.
Yeah, and we're just going to continue to attack Reckless, because fuck this shit.
Swing away.
27.
Yep, 27 hits.
So 24 plus 7 makes it 31 plus 4 is 35.
Ooh, okay, so
F2F failed to fist.
all right, so that cuts it down. That one is chopped down like a fucking tree.
So immediately, I would like this to go that the first attack I went for their like forward hand, and then the second attack I cut off the second hand.
Nice.
and was like, don't touch my girl. Like as I just like knock them straight down.
And then if you want to move in, or you could stay there to block so they can't come out. Either way.
I'm just gonna stand there like an immovable wall.
Okay. Boom. Bonus. No movement. So then it's back to these.
I had to defend my girl's honor.
And on the
No
start of your
fisty.
turn with... yeah. Mr.
I'm shocked you think I have
Fisticuffs.
honor, but yeah.
I'm just
Yes.
chuckling
Okay,
to
I'm gonna
myself
claim
on the
what's
roof.
mine.
It's
How's
like,
that? I'm
Through
peeing
the-
on your leg, Dis.
Through the pulsing of the club's music, you can hear a kind of familiar voice, maybe. Something about the voice is familiar, but you hear like, "No, where are you taking me? Get your hands off of me!"
Mario.
But it is your turn.
It's a me.
Where's the Luigi?
You said that you had my peach.
But
I
yes,
was
it
wearing
is
a
your
Mario
turn.
shirt too before this.
I'm sorry, whose turn?
Your turn,
Yours.
does. And you're
Oh,
the
wow,
only one who
okay.
can hear Mario inside.
Poor guy. Does he seem like he's coming from left or right or straight ahead?
The sound, it sounds like it's coming in to the left in the club, up by where those view screens were.
Okay, I have a question when it comes to grenades.
Mhm.
So, the gravity slammer. It mentions a radius and it mentions a cylinder. How is the up dimension of that determined? Like, can I plant the grenade in a certain way to where
No,
it's
it goes
it's
up.
the length instead of the height?
Nope, it goes up.
Goddamn magic.
And what goes up must come down.
Where's Manos on this map? I'm sorry.
He's in the middle, right next to the lizard NPC.
Okay, can I, over Bryn's head, put a grenade such that it will get the guys right in front of us? And yeah.
What's the radius
that.
on the grenade?
40.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
So
you can.
half that. Isn't it half that, though?
40. It's a radius. 40 radius.
Oh, 40 right.
Double that.
Nice. All right, I'm using my one badass grenade. Is it athletics or acrobatics or
Either one you want to use.
Dex
Whichever
or
one
what?
you want to use. Yeah, you're basically trying to beer pong this thing in the door, in between the banisters and shit of the club. Just trying to get like ding, 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 ding. The DC's a little harder than Kronos's, but not by much.
honestly, I'd rather use acrobatics since that's dex based.
So you put your pinky out and your tongue out before you throw it. That's the difference.
Okay.
about
Dirty
right.
21.
Dirty 21. All right. We are rolling good, and we're not bouncing grenades back into our faces.
Not bouncing it
So-
off the back of Bryn's head.
That's exactly what that is. Yeah, thank you for not, braining me with your grenade.
And
Tucking
you
it
can go
into
ahead
the
and roll
back
the
of your armor.
damage, but also, oh wait, no, I have to tell you what the damage is. Go ahead and tell me what the saves are, real quick, and then I'll figure out the damage. Because I think that
My other question was going to be, can I use the overload?
the overload. No, those
Yes.
are like
Not
illegally modified.
I
Like,
thought
you
this
had
was
to say
already the
illegally
illegally modified.
Didn't we want to look? I mean, didn't we want to look through this place, or are you just looking to liquefy everything inside?
Don't be a pussy. Let's
Listen,
see.
I'm just making sure we came here for information, and if you're gonna just destroy the information, I would have used my my illegal disintegration grenade. Just say
DC 16 dex.
There's a what? Sorry, there's something here.
DC 16 dex.
Okay, heard. So 1, 2, 1 for Manos, 5 total for the agents. Okay, so Dex. Wow, 2 managed to grab something. These 3 right here. Whoops. This guy, this one, and this guy down here managed to get fucked up. These, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. Die, go home, no one likes you. And then these guys managed to grab the table and not get thrown up. And we'll see what Manos happens to Manos right now. With his resistance to magic. So, all right, and I got some cool fluff for that. So the 3 in the back fling up all the way to the ceiling, the 40-foot high ceiling of this place, smash into it, and are about to fall. So that's going to be 8d6 for the 80 feet of movement and slamming that you get to roll this for the damage. And as you do that, Manos just sort of stands there, and as the gravity switches, he sort of just goes to flick his hair, but his hair just sort of like stands up, and he sort of like tries to pat it and hold it down, kind of like looks back at you and smiles.
37.
37. So the ones that already
Yeah,
have
good roll.
30, down, down, down. All right. Oh, no, those guys didn't get hit, so that's going to be another. That guy's down, and these ones have. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. Okay. So this guy by the door, he's dead. Boom. These guys are injured, and these guys didn't take any damage. Boom. And that is your action. You still have movement and bonus.
I'm going to hold my movement, and as my bonus action, I put my hand on Bryn's back, like the small of her back, and cast Shield of Faith.
Nice. Good shade. And Kronos, you still have your glasses on, and since you had the goggles turned on, you can kind of see through parts of the roof where it's thinner, and so you can kind of get a base idea of what's going on below you if you want to like break through and smash something or whatever your plan of attack is, just so you're aware. And
Let's see.
you're holding your movement, you said, so then it is your turn, Kronos.
All right. So, can I see the floor?
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, you can kind of see this weird person being carted away by some agents. It looks to be like the figure that was running in the view screen earlier in Italy, or what seems to be Italy. But yeah.
All right. So. All right. Then you said it's. All right. I want to run over to right above them on the roof, and then Misty step straight down
Okay.
to like get like as close.
What's your
to them
movement?
as
60,
possible.
right?
60. Yes.
So about right here, right in front, you can drop down. So basically, with the timing of everything, you can run along the roof as Dis throws in that grenade on their turn. And as you're running to this placement, you see these guys' faces like smack up against the roof ceiling with your X-ray vision as they start to fall back down. You could basically, if you want, kick the roof in right there with a strength athletics check and just try and ride one of them down with gravity if you want. Maybe
Fuck
make an
yeah, let's
entrance
do that.
style.
I'll save my Misty step then.
Yeah, I want to save you a spell. So go ahead and give
I
me an
appreciate
athletics check
All right.
with your boots of speed and just burst through the roof real quick.
Make sure to
What did you call it?
cave in his sternum when you land.
Yeah,
Right? All right, athletics.
double kick drum.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, 17 plus 14.
Yeah,
Help me out,
okay.
guys.
31.
31, right?
31. Thank you.
I'm just picturing Jason Bourne at the end of the first movie where he's riding that guy down like the 8-story drop between the stairwell.
Essentially, yeah. That is what is happening.
Fuck yeah.
Except
like
you
it.
just kicked your way in through the roof as he smacks up on it. So you basically kick down into him and just start riding him down like a skateboard or whatever. Surfboard.
Body
Yeah,
surfing.
so you're down right in front, and you now see two prone agents. There's 5 of them off ahead of you with some NPCs mixed up, and the Italian-looking. Go ahead and give me a history. You can use your history for this because you're trying to recall things you've seen and make connections, so you don't have to use straight intelligence. Get some
16 plus 3, so
points.
19.
19. This looks like a version of Steve.
What the fuck? There's all kinds of Steves over here. I'll send an image to the other two. We got a hostage situation. All right, and so who is standing in front of me? I used my action to come in, so I got what movement? Or no, I used my movement to get to where I was.
Yeah,
So I've
you
got my
essentially.
bonus
I let
action.
Yeah, I let you use your movement and part of your movement to essentially just like an athletics check to break the ceiling, and you fell here. So you've used all your movement, but you actually still have your action and bonus.
Oh, I still have my action and bonus.
Yeah, because of how things moved out. That was just part. I was letting you kick through, like using your super speed movement, essentially. So
Awesome.
Hi, Krager.
What's up, Krager? Good to see you, man.
Krager.
hey.
All right. So 2 agents in front of me then.
Then they're prone on the ground, so you have advantage to attack them.
Tell you what, let's use an old favorite. Let's go ahead. I might as well just end them. I was gonna web them to the ground, but you know what? Let's just go ahead and use the scythe. Go ahead.
If you still have your bonus action, if you want. These guys just took damage. This is how Hex Warlocks chain. So if you Hex Blades curse one of these guys, also having your Spirit Shroud on, and you kill him, you can just start moving that Hex around to everybody as you kill. So you can just keep, like,
let's do that then.
normally it's a bonus action to move the curse, but I just have it as part of like the death. You can just say you move it, because I hate, like, that's such a weird use of a bonus action. It's like wasting so much. But yeah, anyway, you can just move it. If something dies, you can just move it to something else.
Then Hexblade's curse on the one right in front of me. Essentially the one I rode to the ground.
Yeah.
Underfoot. Curse him, and then that means I get a crit on a 19 or a 20.
Correct. Yep.
All right, so, and I will attack with the vibration scythe. So.
And I would look at the curse. I think you might also get a couple extra points of damage, like rage. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've actually played the Warlock.
So 18 plus 11 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So, all right, and then let me get all of the. So it's 1d10 plus 6, 10, and plus 5 bonus to damage rolls, so that's plus 11 so far.
Nice. It's the same as Bryn's with rage.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right, so plus 11, and then I still haven't done my Spirit Shroud.
Mm-hmm.
There you are. All right, so it's an extra D8 and D8. All right, so a D10 and a D8 plus 11. Is 12 plus 11, so that's what, 32?
12 plus 11
right?
is 22.
22, thank you.
Oh, nice. Right?
12 plus 11 is 23.
23.
Oh, yeah, 23. My bad. I can't do math either. We're in this boat together, Kronos. Well, that's good, because it was going to leave him at 1 point. It was going to leave him at 59 points, which is their hit points of 60, so that actually kills him. So the first one, you ride him down, and you basically lift your arm up, begin to hex him as the shadow from your Spirit Shroud begins to coalesce around him as well. And then you basically land, turn on your scythe, and just off goes the head, rolling away.
Yes!
And you have
But
another
fun
attack
to
with
do.
your hex weapon.
All right, then I will go ahead and attack the next dude and move the curse onto him.
There we go.
All right. So it's a fucking nat 20 on that one to hit. So 31 to hit.
31's going to hit, and you get to double all the dice. And then it's plus 11 still.
Oh, shit. All right, so
So it'll be
extra
2d10,
D8,
2d8, I think.
2d10. All right, so that's 30 damage. So I guess that's
30
60.
damage.
You said, oh, and that's not even with the plus 11, so that's actually 41.
So the dice are doubled, not the total.
Yeah.
So whatever you got.
Oh,
on the dice
okay, so
plus
that's
11.
a 30 total, then plus 11. So 41 total.
41 total. Okay.
Yeah, 41 total then. Yeah, that's right, because I got 2 D8s and 2 D10s.
Yep. And then that plus 11.
Yep,
Okay.
so the 41.
Then that is actually going to be enough to kill that guy as well, because that's
Sweet.
way more than 23.
Nice.
Boom. So if you want,
Then-
before your turn is over, you can move your hex one more time.
Yeah,
Okay.
that guy right there.
Okay. Heard.
Yep.
So then that is your turn, and it is Prime's turn.
You're next.
Let's see. What do I want to do? Well, first of all, up the stairs, right here from this detention center, come 2 more agents. Same with this stairwell. Okay. This guy. 10, 20, 30, 40. The guy you hexed is going to move in. And this guy's going to come down. Okay. Okay. Bryn's right behind you there, so those are gonna have to be all melee attacks. And then Bryn said that she wanted to be blocking the door.
Yep.
Okay.
Puff my chest out.
Oh, dang. So that last one's going to miss even with the advantage from Reckless. It's a 6 and a 4, but 2 do hit. And he's basically striking you with the same thing. He kind of like puts the SBR, lets it drop on the well, I can't think of what it's fucking called right now, the sheath or whatever, fucking sling. There we go. That word. Drops it on its sling and just starts going in with fists. And 2 do hit, but you reduce them because they're unarmed strikes. And you only take 5 from each, so 10 total bludgeoning damage from 2 strikes. And they seem to hit pretty hard, but nothing you can't take. And
Right.
then
Right.
that's
Just so
those
you're
2.
aware, her AC is +2 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they got
That's
17
me.
and 19s on the die, so they're gonna hit. And then Manos, he is going to do another manipulation. I need Kronos.
Yes.
I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Alrighty. Oh, saving throw. 24. 24 for the charisma saving throw.
Oh, nice.
14 plus
Okay,
10.
you feel
Yeah.
you feel an oppressive like sense come over you like you have before, and something's trying to lock you down and paralyze you. But you fight it, and as you fight it, you see you're surrounded by these agents, and they are going to begin to try and wail on you. What's your AC right now?
My AC is 20 right now.
20.
Yeah.
20. Okay, so only one will hit. You take 11 from one of them.
Okay.
Go to the and that was one guy. I'm going through all 4 individually because they have 3 attacks. So. And then that's a miss. You said 21, so that's technically a miss, and that's a hit. So that's one more hit
Now,
for
do I get a
11
reaction
unarmed.
to each one of these guys, or one
Just
reaction?
to, you only get one reaction ever in a turn until it comes back
Okay.
to you. So
Gotcha.
if you want to at any time, you can react to any of them. Just let me know.
Right. Did the second one hit me?
Yeah, the second guy got one as well. So they're going in, and you're actually doing a good job with your staff and movement, like parrying and blocking. But one is getting through from 2 of the guys so far, and the next guy misses with 1, and that's going to be 2 hits from him. So you've been hit technically 4 times.
Okay, for 11 each time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then is there?
Hang on, let me fix this real quick.
Yeah, no worries. 44 total, if that helps.
Yeah, I'm going back up to the top, and I'm just gonna take down 44.
Yeah. Okay.
The one that hit me for 2, I'll go ahead and cast Hellish Rebuke on.
Okay.
And let's see, 2d10 fire damage on a failed save. It's a Dex 18.
Okay. Dex 18. Fail. All right. Go ahead and roll me the damage. It takes all of it.
All right. 2d10. It doesn't happen to be the one that I hexed, is it?
Well, if are you reacting to the which one were you? You can react to whichever one you want. So if you want to react to that one specifically, you can.
Okay.
That way you can get a little more hex damage on them or whatever.
Oh. Does that work? Does it stack like that?
It depends on how it's worded in your hex. If it's an attack, then no. But if it's just whenever you do damage, it's added. I just can't remember.
Hang on. Bonus action. This is the quickest way to find it. To damage rolls. So it just says
Yeah, so there you go.
all damage rolls. All right, cool.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'll
so
go
it
for
counts.
that one. So 2d10 plus 5.
Yep. That's why I like Hexblade's Curse. I'm actually gonna
So that's 18 fire damage.
18, and then 1 sec. Just real quick double check. Because you also have. Okay, that's any attack you make. I just want to double check. That Spirit Shrouds might have some similar wording, but it doesn't. So 18 on that guy is tallied. And then the next guy actually missed you. He got a 1, a 7, and a 5. Plus 11 isn't going to touch you, so. The last guy is the one you were mainly parrying, and the other guys each got like a couple hits or 1 hit on you. And then you hear Manos say, "Still got a strong will. Don't hurt this one too bad. I might need him. Try the others. They're just figments of the imagination." And he continues to go up to Steve.
Figment your imagination.
And he's going to basically start dragging Steve, and he's like, "Hoo-wah!" Then it is Bryn, your turn.
My turn.
I haven't gone yet.
Damn it!
Bryn,
I
only
forgot you were
gone
like
one
You went right
time.
before me.
Jeez, this.
You take forever. I thought it had been like 12 turns by then. It was,
Uh-huh.
You're welcome
Him, not
for
you.
blocking the
Him.
door. Anyway, all right.
Uh-huh.
So
Whatever.
So we saw the 2 in front.
Mhm.
All right. Reckless attacking again. It works well the first time.
Yep.
All right. So 22.
Yep, this can hit. This guy had 16 damage on him, so okay.
That was garbage. 10 plus 7 is 17. Plus 4 is 21.
21. All right. First attack. He seems to take it, and as you cut him open, you can see that there's like a code that kind of drifts up off of him from where the slash is, but then it just closes back up. And you've seen this look before when Dis got kicked out of the van in the first episode. She kind of turned into a string of code. It's pretty similar. And then you still have your second attack and the rest of your turn.
Yeah. So doing it again. $28.
Oh yeah, it's going boogie.
My hell. 19.
As you swing, you actually lob off one of the arms, and it starts to sort of like crawl around and try and find the source, and it starts to right itself and crawl back towards the agent. And that's your 2 attacks. It hasn't felled the agent, but you can, with your movement, if you want to try and use an athletics in your movement, you can still try to like push in through the door if you want to try and open that. But that's up to you. You also have movement if you want to move around or something like that. Oh, I forgot to do these guys up.
Kronos, where are you?
I am right there, surrounded by Agent Smiths.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna try and push through the guy that I just sliced at.
All right. And you'll have advantage on this, but go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Does it? 21. Oh, nice. We got a 19 total. So you actually push him back, and with your movement, you can push him back into this guy, essentially opening up that space. So that's 10 foot of your movement. If you want to move more, you can.
I'll just hold the rest.
Okay. And Dis, your movement was held. If you want to move right now before it goes back to your turn and not waste, like, get your double
do
movement
actually.
Yeah.
I would like to move 60 feet towards Manos.
All right.
No, sorry. 30 feet towards Manos. 60 feet is a dash.
Gonna go through here, pop. And you can see behind the little army of Agent Smiths that are beating the fuck out of Kronos, or trying to. You can see that Manos is pulling some Italian man away from the combat.
Fucking Mario.
And then it goes to your turn right after that.
Okay, so I need to count to 10 here. Manos, the 2 in front of Bryn, and then pick 7 other guys around Kronos.
Okay.
Psychic Scream.
Yep. And as I said earlier, the psychic and poison don't really do much to these constructs. They don't have
Damn it!
brains, so if you'd like,
They
to
have
make
no
a check,
They have an intelligence of 2 or lower.
It is a creature, right? They are constructs.
Let me see.
Well, technically, objects. Construct is a type of creature, but they're not.
It does say creature.
Yeah, living. So, if you'd like to do something different, you can.
So it's not even a monster then.
Nope.
All right then. In that case, lightning bolt.
Not the agents. And you can target Manos with that. You feel like he's a creature, but you've tried the psychic before and it hasn't worked, so I don't think you would necessarily try that here. So I don't want you to waste your action.
Lightning bolt.
Are we lining up behind? Oh, are you gonna get right? You gonna kiss Kronos and just go bam, bam, bam?
Yeah.
Okay. Deck save. What's the DC?
16.
Oh no. Kronos actually fails that. Go ahead and roll damage. Let me know what it is.
Who fails it?
Payback. That's what it is.
Manos
You mean Manos?
fails it.
Manos.
Oh, did I say Kronos?
Oh, you said Kronos fails it.
Nope.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay, Manos, sorry.
I just slightly nudged the lightning bolt away. Like, here you go. Corrected your aim there.
As you're blocking the fists with your like metal staff, you just like hit the lightning bolt and arc it in a different direction.
Let's see. It's 8d6, so 25 points to everyone it hits.
25.
That didn't save.
Her. This guy goes to 30. So the one that Kronos Hex is down, and another one is at 30, and another one is at 30. There's so many 30, 33s, and 37s. This is insane. And Manos. So
Now, can I move my hex, or because I didn't kill it, it dies with him?
no, I'll let you move it.
Okay. Then I'll
It died,
just
so you
move
get
the
to-
hex on.
Yeah.
Command them to sing and dance. I do have command.
You can see that when the
Question.
lightning bolt. Yeah, go ahead.
Does that mean I get the 11 health points back as well because of the curse?
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
sweet.
No.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you. Okay. Continue. Sorry.
But yeah, as the lightning bolt sort of arcs through the agents, you can see that it does a lot of damage. More than you
Almost
think.
like they're
Maybe-
vulnerable.
Yeah, almost. And so Manos does not like that. But it's not his turn, so he can't do anything about it.
Cry.
So that was my action. For my movement, I think I'm going to. Is there anything close enough to me that I'd be giving an attack of opportunity to if I fell back?
No.
Um,
Fall back with Bryn? Is that what you're thinking?
well, yeah, actually come around from the other side so I can attack them from behind on my next turn. And for my bonus action, I'm actually going to cast Healing Word.
Nice.
Bryn,
On Bryn? Yep.
you regain 13.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice.
And I don't know how you do concentration, but I haven't used anything else that required concentration, so I can keep my
Yeah,
concentration up on her AC, right?
Yeah, it's still up. You haven't been hit, so you haven't had to make any checks to avoid the concentration since you've cast it. I
Okay.
think once you cast it, you were hit. I think you were hit before you cast it.
Yes.
If I remember right. But so yeah, you haven't been hit since, so you haven't had to make any checks. So you're good.
Cool.
Still up.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. And then that is the dude's back. That is Kronos.
We missed it.
Yeah, I don't know. It went away. I got like self-conscious, and then now I'm stressed, so it's back.
Oh.
Well, it's just a lot of things.
We do enjoy
A lot of
them.
things.
Flavor.
Yep. Okay.
But yeah, it's Kronos.
And if I'm salty flavor, then I guess Woodrow, with your love of all things Oriental, and no, I'm not going to say Eastern. Sweet and sour, probably.
I'm okay with that.
Just taking a turn. I don't want to be a part of.
Yeah.
Nope.
I was
I'm
talking
allowed
about
to
in like
say I'm
a
okay with
zombie
it, but
kind
I
of
am.
way.
I don't want you to talk about Woodrow's flavor.
Okay.
So bad when you say it
So-
like that.
Because that is how bad it is. I'm trying to get
Look,
through to y'all.
Not
Why is
not
that?
only did he call me salty, but he tried to fist me multiple times.
So, I'd like to go ahead and Misty Step to right behind Mr. Mario there
Heard?
to use
You're
my
just trying
bonus
to Misty
action.
step out of this conversation.
Actually, I was
Oh, do you-
like literally right behind him there. Yeah, because the
Gotcha.
yeah the antenna-looking person is that's just one of
Yep, he
one
did.
of the revelers.
Yeah, that's just an NPC who's dancing and hasn't changed doing anything this whole time. They've been
sorry.
getting murked.
Sorry.
It's all
and
good.
I'm gonna grab a hold of Mario, and then I'm gonna thunder step. Let's
Noise.
see, I guess it's 90 feet away. Could I thunder step back up to the roof?
Yeah, if you want to, you can just say like you're
Alright.
up here on the roof somewhere.
Yep. Then I will thunderstep up onto the roof with Mario.
And it's a 10-foot radius with your thunderstep, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a Constitution save, I believe.
Yep. So third level thunderstep. Yep. 18 con save.
And go ahead and roll me the damage.
3d10. It's not. I don't have my Hexblade's curse. And then the Spirit Shroud doesn't do anything with that. Oh wait, that's an attack, right? So Spirit Shroud actually adds a d8.
So that's actually not an attack. That's you made them make a save. You didn't attack
right.
them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3d10.
The hex goes into it though if one of the guys is hexed. So one of them gets an extra 5
one of those
damage.
guys would be within 10, right? Like that guy you've got your
Yep.
cursor on.
And you could have, when you moved your hex, you could have put the hex on Manos if you want to. You don't have to put it on the plebs. So if you want,
Yeah.
to
Okay.
do the
Yeah.
extra
Throw it on
damage to him.
Manos then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Throw it on Manos then. So that's an extra +5 to the 3d10.
Oh, nice.
All right. So 23 thunder damage total.
Nice. And then +5 for Manos, right? Cool.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure that was okay. Got it. Boom. And so it's going to.
Sorry, NPC.
Whoops. This guy. And I believe it was this. Yeah, the lightning. So boom, boom. He took 2 of them down, and Manos
Yes.
took a good chunk of damage. And he doesn't look like over the halfway mark, but he's definitely taken some damage. So if you guys want to stick in it and keep fighting, you think like maybe you could get enough damage on him to take him down, but he's still got some vitality. And then that is just your action. You still have movement and or you used a bonus, I think, right? For
Yeah, I used a bonus Misty Step to get over there, and
Okay.
then my action to teleport, so I still have movement.
Movement.
Can I put Mario on the ship and lock him in the ship?
Yeah. If you want to put him on the ship, you can. He
Yeah.
basically, when you teleport him, he's like, "What's the loud noise? Who are you? Where are you taking me? What is this?"
Trying to get you to safety. Just hang out in the ship and don't touch anything. Okay?
Make me a persuasion check, but he goes like, "Why should I believe you?"
Let's see. 13 plus 7, dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay,
yeah,
that's
13
enough
plus
for the
7.
situation to calm him down a little bit. He goes, "Please, sir, what should I call you?"
Kronos. What do I call you?
Steve-O.
Steve!
All right, Steve-O.
Steve!
Don't be touching anything up there. Don't be a jackass and don't touch anything, okay? We're gonna get you away from that guy who wanted to skin you alive.
Yeah, he seems to understand, but is just kind of like nervous and gets in the ship. Lets you close the bay doors.
All right. Down the hallway
There.
to the left. Grab a drink. Relax.
Grab a drink.
Wait, did you put him on yours or mine?
Put him on your ship. That's the
Okay,
one we
he
came
wanders out
here in. I mean, I
eventually.
suppose I could put him on mine.
Yeah, you guys' ships
No,
all
it's fine.
together essentially, so
Yeah.
wherever.
I'm keeping our bedroom door locked. Just throwing it out there.
I figured all the doors were locked except for the ones that we allowed him to go
As-
in, like the main hall.
As the bay door shuts and Kronos, you're starting to walk away. The little psychic message from Dis, you hear the ship go boop boop.
All right.
With all that, now the fun starts. Okay, so
Oh, I'm sorry. This wasn't fun yet. Good to know.
they are staying in their spots. And
Is Kung Pao spicy?
Yes.
10, 20, 30, 30. He's going to go up there. You guys will kind of move away from him. And this is going to be... Alright. Bryn, we'll start with you. Everyone's doing the Fist of Cuffs. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw. As the agent that is right in front of you just kind of like puts his hand up against your chest armor.
14.
A 14. Alright, as that happens, Dis, you can see past the agent behind you, the one that's in contact with Bryn, reaches his hand out, and then the code that Bryn is comprised of begins to like drift and lift up from where the handprint is, and there's just this coded handprint left on her chest, and you are restrained. Then, Dis. 20 misses, but a 30. So one hit with a 30. Oh, a nat 20. Another 30. Those all miss. Literally 4, 4, 6. Those miss. 12. So plus 11 is a 20. So you're getting hit by four hits. One of them seems to hurt pretty hard. You think that even with the shield, one of them would still get through. So you can either use a shield and try to make most of those miss, or you can use your reaction on the natural 20 and try and just avoid that one with your reaction. It's up to you.
I'd rather avoid more damage, so shield.
Nice. Okay, so that's going to make it so actually only 2 of these hit instead of 4. So... Oh, no. No.
Cast McAfee.
Nope, that makes it so only the nat 20 hits. I was corrected. Okay, so that is going to be... I'm going to roll this, too. I'm not just going to use the average since it's a crit, so I can roll low. Whoa. Let's see, get these out of here. Oh, of course, I don't roll low, though. So 20 plus... So for 24 bludgeoning damage, as the one that strikes you just as a solid boom to the solar plexus, and kind of almost like backs you up into the agent behind you. They did his turns. Kronos, you're up on the roof. But they were moving to a spot. That is correct. So that means, I believe it was the server room. So Kronos, up on the roof as you're walking away. We'll say, just put you over here. You see, with a stream of green energy, 2 more agents manifest on either side of you up there on the roof. Let's see real quick. But I gotta remove them from the other map because they have moved from that map. And wow. Come on, dude. Are you serious? Okay, one of them hits with a 30, a 19 plus 11 for 11 damage.
I think I kind of stepped away for a second.
Okay, so I'll remember to... You're good. One, when you're on the roof walking away from the ship, in a basically a stream of green argent energy, the agents of 2 agents like beamed in next to you and started trying to fight you, and only one got through for 11 damage, but they made 6 attacks, so... boom, boom, boom. And then it goes to Bryn, your turn. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw as your action. Whoa.
18.
18, that breaks it. So you actually, with your action, shake off the restrained. As that happens, you can see the code handprint sort of starts to drift up off your chest and away from you, and the code is no longer locked up. You have your bonus in movement if you want to move around or anything like that.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So then it will go back up.
I can't really move, so.
Okay. It'll go back up to Dis's turn.
Surrounded. Okay. I am going to use my bonus action Bamf to put me right next to Bryn.
Like right here or behind? Doesn't matter.
Like shoulder to shoulder.
Okay, heard.
And let's see here. Where is my bolt? I cast my bolt.
Oh shit, okay, so the way lines work, you can hit with the adjacent, so you can get, say, shoulder this way, so you can go boom, over, up, over. So you can get about 3 of them, either in any sort of variation. So go ahead and give me the damage, and I will make some checks. You just roll the damage.
All right. Closest 3.
Nice. Closest 3 heard. They're gonna get fucking fried. Oh.
And it
They
is.
deserve it. They've been.
Oh, they've been hitting us. Fuck them.
I know. They're mean. How dare they?
And then 2 of
31.
them will probably die. Yep, 31. All right, so this guy, that one has. Because he was untouched. And then these 2 are still there. They sort of turn. Oh yeah, but that's double. So 1 sec. Forgot about that. Yeah, with the
62
doubling,
is
that
double.
guy- Yeah. With the doubling, that guy's actually gone too. Just enough. Boom. Yeah. So your action, lightning bolt, and you scatter them to code right in front of you. You can hear Manos start to get frustrated, and you can hear he's like grinding his teeth and trying to speak, curse through it. You can't really tell what curses he's trying to say, but you understand the sentiment. Seems like what he was trying to do here, you guys kind of started messing with at the wrong time for him.
Oops. We feel just terrible about that, too.
All I have left is movement, and I'm going to hold it.
Okay, so you're holding movement, and then boop, Kronos.
Let's.
And see, up on the roof. Oh yeah, okay. We can just say you're about right there. That's not that big a deal.
Okay. What is Manos doing? Can I see through the floor? Can I take a quick look and like see what he's doing down there?
He is frantically searching through the view screens for something. He's like cursing, gritting his teeth, frantically like wiping away view screens, kind of like Minority Report, but he looks really angry.
All right, that's good to know.
Yeah, I'm pretty okay with him being angry, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Frustrated. I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Must be so hard.
Okay, so I gotta deal with these two fuckers. Ah!
Shay, this music is
So
starting
many
to get
things
to
I
me.
wanna do.
If you want to find another fight music.
Let's see. Okay. He's frantically looking. Yeah, I don't want him to get away. So he's still got my hex on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then let me go ahead and as a that might the thing I got last session, the invulnerability. That's a bonus action thing, right?
Yeah, same thing like with
pop
your
that.
flying, and you can pop them
Okay.
both at the same time if you want, because they're kind of part of the same thing.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go ahead and pop the crystalline armor and trigger the invulnerability as a bonus action. And then I want to. Can I cast another spell?
Yeah, you can cast a
Okay.
spell as your action.
Okay.
That's an ability
Then-
you use technically. So
Okay. Then I will thunder step back down to near Manos. You know, within pole arm's reach, but not within grappling. You know, my 10-foot reach thing.
gotcha. And so go ahead and give me
Use this one. All right, so using thunder step at third, so yeah, 3d10. So that's 18 thunder damage to both of those dudes.
heard, and they took it all.
So that's action. So yeah, I will. I guess hold my movement since I used bonus and action, and yeah, I'll hold my movement.
Right. Okay. So, going to start using these abilities. So you can see that he's got with some of the, like he's got the pole arm essentially across his back with a shield that's floating around him, like protecting him. You can see that he's
Yeah.
also got some rings on his hand. One of them, he kind of rubs and looks at you and he's like, "We'll talk later, but you're gonna pay for getting in my way." And then he's going to use his bonus ability.
Okay.
Oh shit. And then you hear him say, "A good creator removes his mistakes from the world," and he's gonna make his attacks against Bryn and Dees. How many attacks?
You son of a bitch.
2. 1 at each. So that is a 27 to hit Bryn. So
Okay.
that is going to be $23 slashing plus $7 fire. So the fire goes through, but the 23 you get to reduce from rage, which goes down to 11. So 18 total. Second attack on Bryn. There's no champion fighter, it's all barbarians, so that 19 is not a crit. A 30, 34. You got a reaction right to dodge? Dis.
I don't
That's
know
at
what it is.
Dis. That's at
Okay,
Dis.
you said Bryn
There was,
twice.
yeah. Oh, my bad. One attack at Bryn, one at Dis.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you said what?
So it's hitting at a 34 with his halberd.
I shall dodge.
Okay. So 2 attacks. Bonus action. Oh, that is already popped. And then agents. Brandon's at 23 AC. Okay, so miss, nat 20. So 23 radiant damage, Bryn. Nat 1,
Getting it
7,
again?
come on. Yeah, the agents are moving and now they're firing their short barrel pulse rifles. Seems Manos has kicked things into high gear. He is done. Bang, bang. So that one is for 12 radiant. Dude, I am switching these dice out. Holy fuck. Right. And same thing for you. 9 attacks at this. 14. So that is a 20. 25 will hit. Nat 20. That's a miss. Hit. It's a nat 1, a 2, and an 18. So another hit. Another nat 20. And 2 9s, so those are misses. So, Dis, out of the 9 attacks that go after you, you get hit with 2 nat 20s and 2 regular attacks. So that's going to be 24 from the regulars, and I'm going to roll these crit right now. So that's 14. 29 from one of the other crits. So 17 from another one of the crits.
I'm sorry, it was 17 and the other one was 20. I was doing other math.
There was 3 damages total. There was 17 for the last one. There was a crit, 29 for the crit before that, and then 24 for the 2 hits before that.
Okay.
I got 3 Chronoses. And you notice that these attacks, Chronos, are non-lethal.
Okay. So that does that get around my invulnerability, the whole negating damage thing?
No, they can't do damage to you because of your invulnerability. But technically, they can still do effects and stuff. So for them, I'll need charisma saving throws.
Okay. So I need to roll 4 charisma saving throws?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you get below a 17, you can stop.
Okay. That's a 24 for the first one. Another 24 for the second one. 19 for that one.
Nice.
Got close. And then the last one. That's a nat fucking 20 on that one, so a 30.
Okay. So what happens is they all, basically strike you once, and they sort of kind of cock their head at you, and their fist that is contacting you, and you're sort of just like letting them hit you, right? Because you can't feel a thing. It's just sort of funny at this moment. They all sort of switched from fist to just like laying a hand on you, and you can see that they're trying to rip the code away from you. But like something about the shard armor or some resonance there seems to be halting their attempt, or maybe it's just your sheer will. But yeah, they don't manage to restrain you. All right, Bryn, it is your turn.
Alrighty.
Fuck Manos up.
Yeah, where is that Manos? It's right in front of
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Then. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm trying to just I can't summon a fireball and then I'm in range. So
Yeah,
I'll
if you
just
want to hit Manos
recklessly-
with a fireball, you would hit yourself.
yeah, so I'm just gonna recklessly attack this shit.
Meteor the dance floor.
You could.
Why?
So 28 to hit Manos.
Yeah, 28 does hit,
Okay.
even with this little ability.
So then for that first one is 23
Heard.
damage. And then 31 to hit him. Got a
Yeah,
19.
that's gonna hit.
So close.
And you're basically timing your swipes right as you see the tower shield go around. Like, the first time you fought him, it kind of got in your way, but this time you're using it as soon as it blocks his line of sight. You're attacking right as it moves, and you're sort of getting into his defenses.
Second one is a 19.
19, turning what is a defensive thing to him into a hindrance. So 5 is a 6, 166. Boom. Alright, so that's 2 attacks. You do have movement if you want, or in a bonus if there's anything you can think of, but yeah.
Nope.
Okay, so it goes through these.
Okay. The pink thing behind him is just a column, right?
The pink things are just lights on the floor.
Okay. Yeah, I meant the round pink thing between him and the next enemy. Which thing
You're talking
shot
about
me?
this, right?
Yeah.
This?
It's a light.
That's a light on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Which agent shot me?
These guy. They technically all got a hit on you.
Okay, I'm gonna move slightly to the right to where I can get Manos and one of the guys behind him to the left, like the closer guys, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm shooting him
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, heard.
with my electric ammo.
And you... Oh, yeah, and you have the cannon sight, so you're good. You just turn that gun sideways and fucking let it go. Boom.
Let it go, let it go. Let the net 20 flow.
So it'd be 12d8 plus 10.
12d8 plus 10
Well,
is...
if you got a nat 20.
Stop spinning. I did. 81.
81.
81 electric.
Where did you get the electric ammo when you had the the armor piercing last time?
Because we picked up extra ammo. It's in my inventory.
Did you ever say that you switched the ammunition?
How long would it take me?
To all this. It's pretty convenient. And that'd be your bonus action if you want to switch clips.
Sure.
Okay. So you get one shot on Manos, nat 20, 81 damage. So double is 162. All right. So, as your bullet penetrates the chest or head, where were you aiming?
Probably center mass. If I aim at his
Center
head,
mass?
I'm going to miss the guy behind him, so...
No, you can hit both their heads. I've lined up.
Can I?
headshots and
All right,
before
then.
It's possible. You got a nat 20, you could do it. So,
head it is.
as that shot goes through, rips through his head, the agent behind him, as it rips through his head, there's sort of this electrical burst, almost like chain lightning, that sort of launches out the back and hits all the agents in this facility. The one that was directly behind him just gets scattered to code. The body of Manos, sort of looks at you. It's his head sort of split in two at the nose. His head sort of split in two at the nose. The head sort of looks over at you, and just kind of like with smoke coming up in between where the mouth is, it just goes, nice. And the body falls over. And there is a dead...
So you're saying a 50 BMG would have killed Thanos, is what you're saying?
yeah. Or Ant-Man in the butt. Either one. They both would have been good.
Yeah.
So these agents, they basically start moving around almost like they have like dementia. They don't really necessarily know what they're doing, and eventually they unravel and begin to string to code. And as that first pulse that went around and shocked all the agents, you also see that there is like a slight change in the code around this building. Like a portion of the Manos code has been stripped away, destroyed, and then Chronos, on your side panel on your wrist, you get another ping. You get similar to how the trace, or not the traces, sorry, similar to how there was players leaving and moving throughout the realms from space, from point to point. There is another spot, this time on Osteroth, which was one of the pings you got before. There's a little ping as soon as that pulse sort of exits out and kills all the rest of the agents in the facility. It's now yours. The NPCs just freeze. They stop dancing. They're still there, the ones that haven't taken damage, but they're just standing there. Kind of like some of them are in T-pose.
Oh shit. Well, this is awkward. There's another ping, and I'm guessing there's another version of Manos at this next ping. I wonder how many. I wonder how many of these versions we're gonna have to deal with. Also, we've got Steve-O up in the ship. I am very curious to see what happens when we bring Steve-O back to meet Steve at the base.
And there's all kinds of doors and stairwells.
All right.
First of all, hand over the stick before we keep moving.
The stick. What are you talking about?
Staff of healing.
Oh.
Is that what you mean?
Did their internet die again?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Let's see where.
Yeah, there's no longer any pulsing music, just kind of like a... It's like when your video game freezes and you just get that fucking phone.
God. All right, so I guess I'll just go ahead and use the staff on who's almost dead. Both of yous?
No.
No,
I
just
still have 100.
just this. All right, so guess I'll spend 4 charges to do cure wounds.
Sorry, guys, my internet cut out.
What's your life at, Dis?
33.
Yeah, so he'll.
Oh,
heal
holy
this.
shit!
Heal the fuck out of Dis, please.
All right.
I've lost 98.
Okay, spell DC save, spellcasting modifier. So I use +5.
Yeah, I
What do
can't reduce damage. I can only avoid it.
I always forget what do I roll again? I know I get a +5 because I'm using my charisma, my spellcasting modifier. Wounds. Reaching detector gains
I
number
do
of hit
not
points.
know.
1d8 plus. Okay. So, do I use 4 d8 since I'm using 4 charges? Woodrow.
Yes, that would be the
Yeah, if
level
you're
of spell, so you
upcasting.
get
It-
4d8,
it-
yeah.
Okay. So where are you at? D8s 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4d8 plus.
What is
5.
Vern at?
I have 103.
You get 26 back.
Got it.
Okay.
Also, Dis, if you're using the electrical ammo, just so you're aware, I'm trying to find it in here. If it's like the stick and shock or whatever, that doesn't get the +10 damage or anything like that, because that's specifically for the armor piercing, just so you're aware.
Oh, okay.
That's what the +10's from, yeah. But there was still enough to kill him. Let's see. Where is this ammo at?
So.
What does the stick have
Dis,
left? I don't want to leave Brain in the lurch.
I'm good. I don't.
Sorry, go ahead.
I have 3 healing potions.
We've
I
still
am
got
fine.
we've still got 6 charges.
And
So if you
what I
want
was-
to, you want me to hit you again for another 4, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, get Dis healed up, and worst comes to worst, I have 2 greater and 1 superior healing potion.
Hang on.
We need to start bringing Keggy of healing with us.
Yeah.
Well, I
Just-
would
I
need
was
to
gonna
fill
s-
him with like heal it with potions first.
I was gonna say though, I can give you one of my potions for you to drink.
Or I could just use healing word. I could upcast it at 5th level and do 5d4 plus 5. Although I don't know if that's better than 4d8 plus 5.
I have, well, in those superiors, 8d4.
Mathematically, it'd
plus
be
8.
worse.
Okay, well then, how about I just smack you with the healing rod again?
Just keep smacking.
Smack me with the
Alright.
healing rod, and I just healed myself for 20. So
All right, where are you? Really, I literally was just using it. Staff of healing. There it is. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So D8 1, 2, 3, 4. D8 plus 5. So 27.
awesome. That'll be fun. All right, let's go explore since this was so important. We almost died.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see what's on these computers back here.
Okay. Where are you going? Let me know which computers. There's multiple spots. The left, the right.
Oh,
The view screen's
I
up
wanna-
at the top.
Yeah, the screens up at the top is what I was interested in first. I want to see what Manos was looking at. Like, what was he frantically going through over here? Are these different locations? What?
You can't manipulate or go through or move the screens, but with the way the screens are, it just looks like a bunch of the view screens you saw when you're in that semi-dream. It's just a bunch of drones in other worlds looking for something.
Probably more versions of himself. I'm guessing he was trying to, do the one thing and collect power himself up.
One
Let's
Manos
see.
to rule them all.
Exactly. This looks like a bunch of servers over in the corner. I want to go take a look at the room off to the, I guess, the right of me. With all the red boxes.
So in here, and it does kind of look like a server room. Like this is storing a lot of the data. It seems to be built with similar stuff that Kirby and Gizmo, you've seen them use. But there's like a view, like a headset in the middle you can put on, and you get a feeling that that's like a function like at the semi-dream where someone could put that on and actually feel or witness what's going on the other side, as opposed to just looking at the view screen. Like the view screens all seem to be a command center for like Manos to observe everything. This seems to be more personal, like you can get into each individual thing and maybe like actually actively search yourself instead of just watching what they're seeing. So it's like a override control or something.
Oh. Can I download some of this information to take back to Kirby and Zalnan and everybody?
You can attempt, but I'm gonna need either engineering, I'm gonna need either computer use or Arcana. Either one can actually can work. But right. Yeah, you can try to like take pictures and get any information you can, but you're basically messing with the Manos code and the game code itself at this point.
Okay. All right. So use computer and. 14 plus 11, so 25?
25? Okay.
Yeah.
So the 25, you think you've definitely got a little bit of information from these specific servers. And this is just for like the remote viewing. So it's one aspect of the operation that you've inspected, essentially.
So this is how he was able to keep fucking tabs on us and see us all over the place. Essentially.
No, this is for the drones in the other worlds. He can just do that because you exist in his code. His code is part of you, technically. So that's how he does that. Which is why you want to strain it out of you with the Manoware. Get that shit gone.
Other drones.
I like my explanation better.
That might be useful for sure. Yes. Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
You're not looking.
Look at your
my
screen.
ship's computer.
Oh, I got to go back into StreamYards. I have notes and Photoshop open. I can't have StreamYards open all the time. So.
Oh, I've been writing you all kinds of fucking messages in the chat, so that's good to know.
Yeah,
I'm
running the maps now, so I can't use my other monitor. So I have a second screen. I've got my notes up on one, and all my other stuff on one, and then the Photoshop that I'm sharing on another because I can't touch it. So.
Right.
It's all because Shay's an ass.
No, I like controlling the maps.
It definitely makes it a little easier.
Way easier.
We just gotta get you some RAM.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Oh. I'll never be able to afford a new computer.
I want to run over and look at the green.
Sure, you will. Profits from your campaign.
The green spot is what you're talking about?
Yeah, looks like a fucking brain thing. Whatever what am I looking at here?
When you open that door, it looks like some kind of platform. Go ahead and give me an investigation check with advantage with your Goggles.
Another 14 plus 11. Let's see if I can get a little higher. Nope, that's just a 7. So we'll take the 14 plus 11, so 25.
Number
The
25.
investigation.
So, something interesting. This, similar to the other place, it has like the argent energy kind of humming off of it. It's green. And you've got this like play of. It seems like a platform of some kind, and it's as you start going in and investigating, you realize, oh, it's kind of like a 3D printer, but it's also kind of like a biomatter printer. Like something must be able to convert energy into information this thing can then bring into existence, quantify from energy, essentially. So it's the replicator or the printer, right, essentially.
So it can create something out of the code. It just creates something physical out of the code.
Mm-hmm.
This is like what created us.
Kinda. We were in, reality when that happened, and you were printed into chimeras. You guys were downloaded into chimeras.
It's a little different. That was more of a sentience being put into a replicant. This is actually turning a physical person from energy to matter and vice versa. Well, technically.
Oh, so this will convert basically like NPCs into something more permanent?
So it'll take something that's in reality, turn it into energy, and then turn it back without destroying it or flying it inside out. So if something exists, this can store it and reprint it somewhere, essentially. This is part. It's just the printer.
We need to take this with us.
I was about to say, this is... yeah, go ahead.
If you look at the wires with that investigation, you think this whole facility has spots that this whole place is just a big machine.
We need to take this building with us. I ready the tractor beam.
The building is bigger than your ship.
Doesn't matter. That's
can
not
I
how that
download
works.
the schematics for this building?
Yeah, you can look at like the original game code before Manos manipulated it and try and sort of figure out where to go. When you do that, you get that there is this main hall that seems to be like a dance floor, and then this seemed to be like some sort of detention place, like some sort of crime syndicate detention facility or something originally, and it has these detention centers, and then it's also got 2 more added rooms. They weren't in the code originally, but you can look, and there's the same stair sets that lead to the rooms you see, and there's 2 identical ones on the other end of the facility that aren't from the original programming. So there's been some renovations done.
Said it was a detention facility?
Originally in the game, yeah, there was some crime syndicate that held people here.
While he's doing this, I call Perry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's there working with Kirby. Oh, what can I do for you?
So say that there's a building that's an anchor point.
I thought you were going to ask to.
How would
you tractor beam the building out?
How could I?
Like, okay.
How could I get that back to the asteroid?
I would suggest you bring whatever equipment back you can and get as much information as you can. I don't know how you're going to transmit a building without extensive machinery.
Could I TARDIS this bitch down into something that I could put in my cargo hold?
No.
Hey, hold on. Let's get the matter to energy converter, and then just convert the entire building to energy, store it, then take it to the base.
So remember how I said it's anchored with Manos code that you can't manipulate?
Motherfucker!
Yeah.
All right then.
We can't
plan of
manipulate
attack.
the code, but can we delete the code?
Nope.
That would be manipulating the code.
I mean, I wouldn't say a chainsaw manipulates your body, but
Yeah, it
God
does.
damn it, get some antivirus up in this bitch.
Well, that's why we're trying to get the Manoware, remember? Listen, we've got another ping on Osteroth, is that what you said it was?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We might need to check that. Well, that's all the way on the other side of the fucking galaxy.
Yeah, it'll take you essentially. I said 4 days last time, but I forgot you guys had the FTL essentially, so it'd be just a day for you guys. But it's a day there and back, and by that time, the battle would have already happened. So.
Yeah. So, fuck. All right. We definitely need to get
Take
this,
everything that isn't nailed down
Yeah.
and unnail what
Okay,
you
so
can.
Start giving me for each room. You did inspect them with your investigation, but if you want to take like parts, actual equipment, you can go ahead and give me engineering checks. You got the computer use for the information, but if you want actual physical stuff, that'll be engineering.
Yeah. I want this energy, this matter to energy converter thing. That's what I'm going for first. So you said engineering.
Biomatter printer. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
a biomatter
biomatter
printer.
printer.
This is just the printer of the device. So there's a
okay.
much larger device. Like how a printer connects to a computer, it's the same
Printer,
thing.
Gotcha. Biomatter printer. All right. Yes.
Can I
Well,
assist?
that thing we're going to take first.
Yes, you can. And you'd be rolling with advantage with an assist.
Okay. Awesome.
Uh,
I will take the 18.
Only Kronos would roll if you're...
18.
Yeah.
Yeah. 18 plus 11, so that is 29.
29.
Plus 11. Yep, 29. I added it right.
All right. So, the first attempt to get a piece of this printer, you start disconnecting the cables from the wall to try and get as much of like this whole plate and device off. But as you start doing that, it starts to vent something in the room when you take the first cable off that you weren't expecting. 29 was not high enough.
Oh, shit. Maybe put that cable back so it stops venting whatever the fuck it's venting.
Okay.
Well, that's not good. Can I take a closer look and see exactly what I did wrong? Or do I just need to do another engineering check?
It's another engineering check, and you just need to hit the DC.
Okay.
Which, the highest DC there is 30, and you guys are going up against the BBEG, who is a level 20. So,
Right.
DCs are going to be hard.
All right, I got a 19 plus 11 that time.
There you go. There you go. So with a 30, you kind of like look at it and you're like, oh fuck, I started backwards. Hold on, I'm looking at this wrong. And you go to the other side and start with that cable, no venting, and you start like going to detach them one at a time in sort of like a sequence, and you actually get them detached without ruining it. So you think that you could get this printer out of here. And with like your guys' teleporting abilities and it being not necessarily connected, with your engineering, you get it, deconnected. You could get it up into the ship, no problem with your abilities. So that's one room down. The printer is done.
quick question, since we've been at this computer shit for a little while. Where was he taking Mario?
It looked like to one of the detention centers, which now that you looked at the thing, you know... Oh, wait. Where they are? They are down here. It looked like he was going down this way. Down the dance floor.
So, after I finish aiding Kronos in that room, can we explore the rooms that I guess we haven't explored yet?
Yes, you can. So we'll go to detention 1 or 2 first.
Yeah, I don't care.
Also, there's also stairwells here that you can go into first if you want, but you asked where he was taking them, so okay, so we'll just go with one first.
Actually, I prefer the stairwells first, if
okay.
you don't mind.
Yeah, no, let's do that. So let's go the one closest. Boom. This guy. Those guys left to join the fight. You enter a doorway, and you see a room with two panels lit up with green screens, and they have consoles in front of them, and then there's 3 shut doors in front of you. Left, right, and ahead.
Let's go ahead.
Okay. That door slides open for you, and in front of you, you see sort of like a big, almost like a healing. Was it the Bacta tanks or from Star Wars? I think that's what they're. Isn't it? Is Bacta?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, except it's just
Bacta,
this green energy from ceiling to floor. It seems to be either maybe like part of the coolant or some system that helps transfer the matter. And as you kind of like look, you can see there's 3 of them connected by equipment, cabling, and all that stuff. And then as you look down past, you see a weird form. There's 2 agents, and they just seem to be standing by. Oh wait, no, these agents. Sorry, I forgot the agents died. My bad. Duh, I forgot to delete those guys. So there is a person hunched over a console, and it's what looks like a big machine, and he's sort of like scratching the back of his head, and looks at it, and kind of goes back to work and doesn't say anything.
Can I tell his race?
He seems to be human, and he's pretty big. Like he's like Bryn's height, 6'5" or whatever. He's pretty built, but he's got like a bush of black scraggly hair, kind of pale white skin. Seems to be an engineer of some kind by the way he's working at the console, or a programmer of some kind. One of the two. Oh, scientist or something.
Once I get around the other side of that tank thing, and I see him working at this, I think I'll make contact, and I'll make contact by drawing my 50 cal and pointing it at the back of his head, and saying, "Hey there."
He turns around, this huge form, a head that's almost kind of too small for the proportions. Like not in a weird or magical enchantment kind of way, just kind of in a unlucky roll of the dice from God kind of way. And he kind of looks around at you and puts his hand up and makes sort of like a sign. And with your thieves' cant, you can tell he's basically just saying like, "Hello, who are you?" Like he waves and kind of asks who you are, but it's sign language.
Can I reply,
like,
or do I need a roll?
Yeah. No, you can reply, and oddly enough, it looks like Steve.
This just keeps getting weirder. I told you Manos was collecting himself.
Does it appear that he understood my words, or am I going to have to communicate via the hand?
No, it looks like he actually understood you. It's just he might not be able to communicate himself.
Hi there. I am one of the several people who killed the guy who was downstairs, kidnapping people like you.
He kind of
Who
like
are
looks
you,
around.
Steve?
He kind of looks around and goes, 1, how do you know my name? And 2, oh yeah, I guess they are gone.
Oh no. Internet.
You want to come with us to safety, or would you rather stand here?
Can you want to give me a perception check with disadvantage since you're holding a giant sniper rifle? No, I'm just kidding. You can just roll me a persuasion check. Or, persuasion, yeah. I kept thinking I was saying perception for some reason.
Well, you did the first time, but...
Oh,
26.
26, yeah. No hesitancy in him at all. After he notices the gun and then meets your eyes, once he meets your eyes and you start communicating, he sort of lets his guard down. Kind of, there's like this dopey demeanor to him almost, And he's just kind of like, yeah, sounds good. And starts walking over to you. With thuds.
Do I get the impression that this guy was trying to do computer programming, or that he has the intelligence of a radish?
No, he doesn't seem stupid. He seems to look like the Kirby that you saw before you saw the Kirby with True Sight. He kind of looks like the slick back one from the view screen, except he's unkempt and got a huge body that misproportions the shape of the size of his head. He almost looks like a Goomba, or not is it a Goomba? No, from Mario.
Mario
movie.
The Goombas, that movie.
Yeah, Goombas.
Almost killed Bob Hoskins.
That would have been
so
fucking that movie.
I'll kind of let him lead the way. I still kind of want to explore the other shit in this area. So once we get back towards the staircase, I'm going to have him hold on and see if one of this. Yeah, what were you doing in here? Thank you for the telepathic prompt, Kronos.
He says that some alien technology calling itself Prime had forced him and other people like him, oddly like him, to try and solve and fix problems for it in things that it couldn't foresee or do, and it couldn't use the NPCs to, like, work it can't use the NPCs to do. It needs a certain type of knowledge. And thinking back to how Kirby said he woke up some alien tech, you get the sense that when Kirby woke up this Manos Prime, he must have kept it reliant on him or something, or there's some reason that it needs Kirby. You don't have all the information, so you don't really know, but...
Well, whatever you did to help him, can you undo it from here?
He sort of like looks at you, nods, and he goes to one of these consoles, and he says, "When I do this, the whole place will destabilize. Do we have somewhere to go?"
By destabilize, do you mean collapse in on itself immediately, or do you mean once the universe ends?
Immediately. Remember, so Kronos, you being in on this conversation, you remember when I said this looks like the thing at the teleportation signs you got before, but stable?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would break that, and you think that this anchor would essentially eat itself. You don't know what the effects essentially would be, other than probably mass deletion in this area, maybe like a little nuclear bomb going off of some kind. There'd be catastrophic effect of some kind.
Right. Right.
So hold off on that for now. Is there going to be... Is there going to be a delay once you do this? Like, do we have a couple minutes to hightail it, or...
He looks at you and goes, "No shit, Sherlock," in sign language. I don't want to die.
Yeah, ship and buy. Exactly.
And then he asks again, "Do we have somewhere to go?"
We have somewhere to go that is safe and is in the process of being made an anchor.
Can he aid in that endeavor? Can he do for us what
he
did for?
I mean, that's pretty much my assumption. I'm not going to ask him till we get there, so we show some good faith that we're taking him to safety.
Well, we're going to take him regardless. But yeah, we
sure
find out what we need to grab.
They said convincingly.
You know.
That was going to be the next thing that I asked him before he set off the fucking nuclear weapon. My buddy downstairs would like to salvage as much of this technology as possible before we set off the nuclear blast. So might you be amenable to helping him?
He cocks his head at you, thinking that, like, he's starting to realize that, like, something is definitely strange about you, because he was just assuming that, like, the game had gone AI haywire and started fighting against Manos, but now he's sort of like, huh. And you sort of describe... So are you telling him about the anchoring thing, right? You're asking him what you need to grab for that? Is that, am I correct?
Literally word for word that I said. We have another place that we're in the process of anchoring. All of that I said word for word.
Okay, heard. So he basically will sign like, oh, after the demeanor changes, and I was like, oh, so we're going home. Interesting. We could all help with that. I don't know why I'm actually moving my hands like I'm signing. One, I don't know sign language, and two, no one can see me. I just got really dumb right there.
I gesture all the time on shows. All the fucking time. It's only been 3 years.
It's natural to talk with your hands.
Well,
I mean, for
Sai
me it
not
is.
only gestures, Sai will have like 20 minutes of talking before they realize that they've been muted, and that it isn't that we're all just assholes or don't like what Sai's saying or don't agree, but it's that Sai didn't actually say them to us.
Right, we couldn't.
On
hear
3
them.
separate occasions tonight, I assumed that you guys were just fucking ignoring me.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
70% of the time, you're right.
Anyway.
No, I'm just kidding.
60% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
So, Bryn, since
Shut up.
Kronos and
60% of the time, it works every time.
Oh,
since Kronos, I actually did too. I got it. I was like, oh, what? I was about to go, how dare you? But no, I got it. With Kronos sort of going at the biomatter printer, Dis sort of investigating Mute Kirby. He or what is it that you would like to do? Are you just kind of side by side with one of them? Are you gonna go find Dis, or would you like to investigate one of the other sections of the place?
There was one last room downstairs that I wanted to look in. Like
So
the
there's
next
technically
room
3
over.
other rooms.
Yeah, exactly.
There was at least one other that that next room over.
So you went there, and now you wanted to go to the Swan. So Kronos, you come down in here. Once you enter into the doorway that is at the end of the stairwell here, you are instantly hit with a chill, like you walked into something colder than like a walk-in freezer. Not by a whole lot, but just the sitting
Right.
temperature of this room is extremely cold. There's water all at the bottom and a little walkway that goes around with another similar platform in the middle. Except this platform does look very different. It looks like it has glass, like a glass fractal, like almost kaleidoscope to it, kaleidoscopeness to it. It looks like a lens or a focus maybe or of some kind, you think, but you'd have to actually investigate to figure out. There is 3 consoles in here. And 2 stairwells that lead down into the water where you can see some kind of machinery in there.
Alright.
God damn it, it's a Superman Genesis chamber. What's Bryn doing? Because
Yeah.
Luke kind of jumped in like the amazing dude he is as Woodrow was asking that.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. No, that's fine for right now. Go find out what she's doing. I did not hear that. I thought we were about to end, and I wanted to make sure that we got.
No.
I'll just be with Des. I'll just be next to Des. It's just
No,
easier that
no,
way.
do something. Do
I,
something.
that,
Don't
no,
do-
that is
it's
my
like that-
something. That's all my
like the
all I
meme.
want to do. Why you gotta shame me? Shit.
It's like the meme with the guy with the stick poking the fucking. Do something. No, okay,
It's-
you're with the.
Do
you're with
Or
the-
it's like the end of Spaceballs. Where all 3 of them are like, do something, do something, do something.
Okay, so Bryn is accompanying, and Dis comes up behind, sees the giant Steve, and Dis walking out of that area. So you guys are essentially up here still, while Kronos is down there doing that, and this Kirby is now with you guys. And he's telling you that there's more of him in this facility, but before we get to that, this room, like I said, it is cold. You've got the machinery down below you and the catwalk sitting fully submerged in water, and there's 3 consoles in here with a sort of kaleidoscope focus in the center. Whoa.
And just so I can close off that last room, was it just computers and shit in there?
Yeah, it was more servers, like up top, but it was more for the storage and like anchoring of the building. It was not for the viewing. So it was like for the actual facility.
Okay.
Like keeping it stable. So yeah. But yeah.
Then I'm going to unseparate the party and head to where Kronos is
Okay.
with Big Steve.
Heard her. And Kronos. So where would you like to investigate?
I was just gonna
Kronos first,
walk
yeah.
to the. You said the catwalk is submerged, or it leads
No,
down
the
to another
catwalk-
catwalk.
No, the catwalk is above the water. There's 2 stairwells on the catwalk that
Yeah.
lead down into the water where the machinery is submerged to be cooled, you think.
All right. What do I like looking into the ethereal realm and whatnot with the goggles? What do I see with the kaleidoscope?
So it's very strange. There is sort of like a tunnel of energy that sort of is like cascading from down through the roof into this focal point and down below it, but it seems like beyond. It's definitely in the ethereal and past. It's not part of the material. This is definitely focusing that stitching that I was talking about. Like this is, you think, what is holding the ethereal realm, the astral realm to the video game code. Essentially, this is sort of
Okay.
holding that stitchery there and allowing Manos to move in between planes at this facility. He's probably got more built somewhere in other games or other places, but just judging by the fact that the code is still existent. But this is a way for him to travel,
Okay.
like between realities into other actual planes of existence, not just games.
All right. Then I'll walk down to the console and grab all the info I can off there.
Go ahead and give me a computer check and then an engineering check. And you can assist if you want, Diz. And you can
I
drive
do,
both
but
loads
can
if you want.
we? I'd like to, simply because of the fact that if something's made out of crystal or is a precise focusing lens, those things are usually really hard. Knowing valuables, as this does, of all the things that we could possibly recreate from in this place, I think the lens or focusing crystal or whatever the fuck it is would be the hardest.
Probably. That's why I want to get the plans of it if I can, and that way we can know exactly what we're doing taking it apart.
So
use
as you're
computer
sort
then
of-
engineering.
Yeah, so use computer to see what you can pull off. Dis can help, and then Dis can also assist with the engineering to give the advantage. Dis, as you're kind of inspecting the crystal, you can, with your true sight, see a similar thing, right? You see the same thing that Kronos saw. But since you witnessed the event in the ship that summoned the Doomsayer on your ship, there's something familiar about the way the energy looks and is flowing, and it kind of reminds you that like something was done to Bryn's BFG that kind of like turned it into some kind of summoning, a portal gun or something. And you think that this is a similar process, but much more advanced.
Dirty 30 for the used computer.
Dirty 30, all right. In terms of information for the engineering check, you have lowered the DC, so it is not a 30. And also, you'll bring useful information back to Kirby for the anchoring and all of that, and traversing the actual like reality planes. So that is a huge help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the assist, Des. Wouldn't have gotten that without it. The advantage. And then engineering.
Engineering, yep.
Okay. Do I get advantage on this one as well, or just?
I can assist with engineering too if he lets me.
Yeah.
And you know that just the consequences, since you looked at the computer, you will know that taking this focal point out will essentially destroy, not the same way the nuclear bomb will, but it will rip apart some of the stitches that Manos was doing, trying to like essentially bring this astral bubble of thought into a material plane, it'll effectively make that harder for Manos by ripping out a bunch of his hard work. So,
Excellent. The harder we can make it for Manos, the better. Okay, I got a 25 on this one.
a 25, good, because that's what it
25.
was lowered to.
14 plus 11. Again, the
Right on
advantage
the
helped.
dot. So you guys get the it's not in one big piece. You guys basically take a large lens off the top, and then inside are these individual, like the kaleidoscope parts that are all held in place and with these like very technical like facets that are like very precise, and you get it all taken apart, and you're pretty sure with the computer skill and the information you got that Kirby and you and Bach and everybody could recreate this back at the base somehow. You might need more power and more equipment to actually stably anchor it, but you'll actually have an end in sight, because you remember Kirby last time you talked to him was like run down and was kind of unsure about the process. You think this will definitely change that.
Excellent. All right. Good call on grabbing the lens, Des. I was just going to raid the computers and try to recreate
So-
it, but
I'm actually, just because it didn't happen.
No, growing crystal takes forever.
Yeah, unless you're Kronos. So what would have happened had you messed up the planar lens? You remember the Doomsayer that you banished, Bryn?
Mm-hmm.
He would have come back.
4 of them?
what?
Well, him and then 4 of his like agents. They're called amphibidemons. They're basically slods, really, really lowered.
Oh,
down
the thing
slots.
that you fucking linked.
Yeah, by accident, the amphibidemon. Yeah, they were like, if you guys fucked that up, it was gonna be, and we'll come back next episode at the start of this fight. But
Oh, shit.
you guys made your 30 DCs, so good job.
So I'm going to ask Big Steve if there's anything else we should take along the lines of either pushing Manos' shit in or helping us to anchor and carry over to the other universe.
He says, in just terms of objects, no, just we can all get out of here now. And you see him walking towards the detention centers. Whoa.
So the other 2 places we didn't look at down below.
Mhm.
Cool.
Basically, since it's 8:09, what you guys find in the detention center, since there is no more agents or threat really in this place, you find 4 more Steves. You find a Russian Steve named Stiv, a Spanish Steve named Esteve. There's an old Steve named Mr. Steve, and Steve with the lisp. So, next
First
time
of all,
you pick up.
we need to talk to Gold Member Steve. Also, can we make Spanish Steve Estevan?
No, my name is Steve.
Steve.
On a
And
steak?
Steve.
Steve, and then the other one is Steve-O.
Steve-O.
they're very creative names on purpose, yeah. And they
We're
you get
going
this
like Family Guy. Or
and
not Family
before
Guy. American Dad.
yeah. Before we end out tonight, you get the sense that all the other Steves for some reason seem to call the mute one Favorite. That's his name. He doesn't have a Steve name. His name is Favorite, and you get the sense it's because he doesn't talk and annoy them. But that's actually where we'll leave off and pick up on the next episode of Dice Names and Dudes. Steve party.
Nice.
It's all the Steves.
Joe Steves.
Wait.
Well done.
Sorry.
Well done.
So wait, and then I switched us.
John
Malco
Malco
Steve.
Steve. No, his name is a Russian Steve, which is just Stiv. It's Stiv.
Stiv.
Is it short for Stevan?
No, it's just Steve, Stiv, Steve, Steve-O, Mr. Steve, Favorite, and oh yeah, that's all of them.
Nice.
Yeah, a whole army now, and then Kirby is your Steve.
completely not confusing at all.
Nope.
So fine.
Can I get them all in one area and call Kirby?
You can. Send him like a selfie.
Look,
I was
who's
gonna like
W-
vid call him and be like, "Hey, picked up your family."
You would just get a WTF, and then he would hang up because he doesn't know how to process that. And he spent most of his time worrying about what would happen if he ever was in a place and touched one of him. And he's like worried about the universe unraveling. So he's like, no. He ends the call as soon as he sees what's going on. He's like, fuck this. And he sends you no in all caps in like the messages.
Okay, then I guess I'll call Perry and let him know we're on our way back. That we got some information and we got the really fucking big and really fucking small lenses.
Sounds good. He's very excited
All right.
for you to bring it there.
Should help.
Pay that man.
Pay that man his money.
Oh my god.
Yeah. How is Steve-O doing up on the ship?
I'm doing great.
Tummy.
All right. Awesome. Have yourself a glass of wine, relax.
I'm gonna make them all bunk in the bunk beds.
What do you call a flock of Steves?
A gaggle?
I'm honestly curious. I don't have anything to follow up. Just curious. What would you call it?
Would be Congress.
We'll come up with a good thing. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, my bird's already screaming. He's been doing this every fucking night. Any last
Awesome.
That was
feelings
yeah,
or
that was
thoughts
fun.
before we end?
No, it is
It
time
was
to
a
go to
good,
sleep.
good session.
This time to go to sleep. I like it. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out, especially Fila and like Kick, who just popped in. Some person for hanging with us through the long haul. We love you guys, and yeah, we'll see what more ridiculousness is gonna happen in a week.
A lot.
'cause-
There's
A lot.
a lot of
gosh.
Steves, so there's gonna be nothing but chaos.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it'll.
That's what
it'll be
you
interesting.
call it. A chaos.
Mhm.
A chaos of Steves.
Chaos of Steve's.
Chaos of Steve's.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
I like it. I'm fine with it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our Valkyrie.
See
ring
you
the
Friday.
bell. Yeah. See you Friday. We got the auction on Saturday. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And yeah, we'll catch you later.
Got Gib and Sandy on tomorrow at 1 on my channel to talk about
Yes.
Technomancer, the illustrated
Yes.
edition. Yes.
Yes,
Gonna be a
definitely. Everybody
blast.
needs to get on that. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm
excited.
excited. I'm excited. So come hang out, cheer on Gib
Yes.
and Sandy.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you later.
Bye.